Good evening, y'all. Welcome to the Spiritual Speakeasy, where the bar is always open and the spirits are always served. Tonight's special guest is Miss Katy Woolard Stafford, and she will be on. She's running a little late, but she will be on very, very shortly. And until then, I have got some viewers on already. Give us, like banging your rings on a podcast. Give us a shout out, who you are, where you're from. Tell us hi. What did you all do this weekend? Did you have any fun before the weather got really cold again? We went on an urban excursion, and that was really fun. And I purchased
What's that? What happened? Hello, everybody. What happened to Julie?
I don't know where Julie is.
Hey.
There's Julie.
I just got booted off. Hang on. I'm coming back on.
Okay.
She's live.
Hey, will you turn that? Go over there and hit that light on the other side of the room, Katie. That's too much light. Yeah. Yeah, she's live. What's up,
I'm on.
everybody? Hold on, let me turn on comments here so I can see who all saying what, so I can say what's up to all my peeps. Okay, I'm putting Katie on, just making sure I got everything working right. Okay, I'm not hogging.
No, you're good. You're good. I was on, and all of a sudden everything just went up.
I can just kind of bully.
He's fine. No, he's not. He's fine.
Like not bully, but like take over whatever I get into because I talk too much. I'm very passionate, you see. I bet when we had John Zaffis on Mariner of Spirit, that he was like, Jesus, this dude right here is out of control, like because I'm so
You are. You're cool. Let's see. One comment. How old are you? Katie, how old are you?
Me? I'm the ripe old age of 46 now. I'll be 46. I'll be 47 in May.
Wow.
No, I'm 45. My bad. 45. I'll be 46. Yeah. Holy shit.
I don't know. Crap. It's kind of like spam.
That's the TBI brain damage I got from the Army.
I got you.
That's what happens when you get blowed up in a truck in Iraq.
Yeah. Mine came from beatdowns in the mental wards as a nurse. But how old?
Getting beat down will also do it.
Yeah. So last podcast we had a whole lot of people from Pakistan and India get on, and it was kind of weird. And I had a whole lot of off
weird, like bad weird or what?
Yeah, like creepy weird. Like
okay. Well, you can ban them if they're being creepy or if they seem. Were they bots? Were they bots? They could have been bots.
Could have been bots. How old are you? I'm 63. Hi. Hello. This is Blake.
Hey, what's up, Frenchie, homie? Okay, I know, Katie. I'm. Hold on.
Imani.
Make sure everything's working right.
We got an Imani. We got a Blake. We got a Frenchie.
Should be good. Okay, peace out, y'all. I'm gonna be over here, off to the side. Or you want to sit there and do it? Yeah. I got another camera.
I need headphones.
No. I know you're gonna take these, but I'm gonna put this other camera on you here. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Just chill out. Yeah, it's all good. I got you. I'm the MCD. I'm the MCKD in the place to be.
Oh Jesus!
I put the camera on KT. Okay, here we go. Sorry, that was my Beastie Boys. Hold on. Can I do this? No, like this.
You can turn it that way because
there we go.
Prefer the camera to be down.
I think Katie and KD are doing really good, Frenchie. Adjusting cameras and doing their pod shit.
Yeah, sorry. Well, this is the first. I just set up my whole new background. See my background? It's nice and pretty back here.
I like it. I'm in
Is
the
it even lit up all the way? I
with
think it
clothes I need to
is.
hang up, so you can see this is the real deal. Like, there's no green screen here. This is like my room, and yeah,
Yeah, this is a bunch of gear that I have behind me here. You
that's
know,
very cool.
let me take this watermark off, dude. That watermark's freaking huge, bro.
What
That's
watermark?
crazy.
I
That's
was
the one.
trying to.
Well, it's fine. It's fine whenever like you don't have a get when you have a guest on. It's like, man,
Right.
just take it off.
I was
Well, you
trying
can
to split
move
screen
it.
this to the whole square, but that didn't work.
I think you can move it, but I just let's see, yeah,
I'd rather
placement.
this
Yeah,
camera
but it's
be
either on
to
one.
the
Oh
left.
well. What about that?
I'd rather it be there than with my guest.
Yeah, because that's if it's over here, it's gonna be covering your guest. Yeah.
Get down.
Here, honey, will you stop messing with the camera? I got it. That's perfect right there. And you need to move
Sorry, I'm not
right there, right there.
Okay,
Stay right there.
I need to have the mic.
Okay, here you go.
Behind the scenes, this is what goes on in podcasting, the very glamorous world of podcasting.
I swear we're not a hot mess all the time. I promise.
What? We're not.
Well, you are, but it's okay. We love you for that.
Pretty well.
Hey, I'm 45 years old, and things start to get a little messy the older you get. I
Oh,
think.
mine have always been messy. That's quite okay. So before I was booted off because, yeah, I'd love to tell a big paranormal story and how I brought my Kokeshi dolls in and I got booted off, but really I forgot to plug in my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened. Like,
Oh,
I can make it into a big supernatural thing, paranormal thing, but it's not. But I was telling the story about how I went to a sale and I picked up 2 wedding kimonos. And they're really nice, heavyweight, beautiful Japanese wedding kimonos. And then the lady sold me a whole box of her Kokeshi dolls.
cool.
And for those people who don't know what they are, if you Google it, what you're going to find out is people didn't have money for dolls, and they made these wooden dolls, and they were passed down from generation to generation. They were children's toys. However, the real story behind the Kokeshi dolls were back when Japan hit their very, very poor period. They sometimes had children that they could not afford, and so they would take those children out, the babies, out into the woods, and they would leave them as newborns.
Oh,
And then they would make these precious dolls as keepsakes for the family, so they would always be in the family. And so, like, they have the date
that's cool.
on the bottom, and they have the name, and these were like babies, twins.
They kind of look like are they wooden?
They are wooden. Mm-hmm. The tops turn around, the heads turn around. And so this was a set, but I have a whole box of every size possible.
Oh, that's beautiful. I
All
love
hand
it.
painted, and then not like store-bought toy, but like,
That's like the real deal. That's
the real
awesome.
deal. And I have probably 20 of them ranging from an inch to this size.
Yeah. I wish you would have told me, because I have a very interesting doll I wanted you to look at. She was okay. So, so this doll was made after a lady who had passed away. The mother and father made a lifelike doll of her, and she came from Mexico. And yeah, those are so cool. They kind of remind me of like the Russian, they do Russian egg making, and
yes,
it's very interesting. I did a whole little class on it, and they would attach different pieces and different stuff to the eggs too. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I loved them, and I fell in love with the whole box. And she's like, "Well, I hadn't made up my mind. I really didn't want to sell them because they are like hers are old. They're from the 30s, 20s and 30s." And she's like, "The story behind them," and I did not know. And she proceeded to tell me the story, and I kept saying, man, the energy coming off these, like they need a place of reverence. Like they need to be put someplace where they're gonna have what they need. So I bought the whole box. Yeah. Cause that's what I did.
Well,
Like,
I mean, they went to a good home, so that's good, you know.
They did.
Yeah. And
Hi, Greg. Hi, Hellfire.
I can't see the comments. Katie's messing with the screen. Anyways, welcome. Okay, that's a cool Hitachi Hellfire. Oh,
you want me to pull them up? Okay, I got it.
Okay, Katie's gonna do it. But anyways,
be your Jamie. You're Rogan, and I'm your Jamie tonight.
you know, I've been collecting dolls since my grandmother, you know, started me on collecting dolls, and so KD found one of the dolls in the garage, and I guess it fell out of the box.
Oh,
and it freaked him the hell out because it was like on his ankle, and he's in the garage and he's yelling, and I'm like, what the hell is going on, you know? And he comes up and he goes, what is this? And I was like, give that baby to me. My grandmother had that custom made. It was like all of it was handmade.
Whoop.
And
say hello.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hello.
Rebecca.
Hello,
oh wow, nice. Hey everyone.
Well, that's Blake. The
Yeah,
real
Blake.
White mask. What's up, Blake?
My name is
Demi.
Amani.
Hi, Frenchie. What's up, homeboy? Who? The Treb. Oh yeah. Oh, that's Blake. Yeah, I know it's Blake. Amani, which is Andres Ortega. Number of letters.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Katie doing?
Yeah,
we
appreciate you.
We have had a quality weekend.
What did you guys do this weekend?
Well, we just, I don't know. We
did
a lot of streaming and stuff.
Well, he did.
Yeah, well, I did. So
He
it was
did.
good. I set up my whole new little streaming.
I love it back there.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And that's just some of it. I'm not even done yet. It's gonna be a lot better. That's just you know.
Well, I'll get all my stuff set up at the office.
It's
yeah.
You know, I got from the office or
yes, yeah.
Check out this cool T-shirt. It's gonna be backwards, but check it out. Maybe backwards.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and we're gonna sell those at the. We're gonna try to have some shirts and stuff of ours, and we're gonna have a T-shirt that we're gonna be selling. It's gonna have like PTFX tour dates.
Oh, awesome!
So basically, the whole entire roster for
hey,
basically
Greg.
the whole roster for this year, we're gonna have on a T-shirt at the first event of PTFX this year, which will be at the Pythian Castle. So everybody get your Pythian Castle tickets and your haunted Wichita weekend tickets.
Yes,
absolutely.
And it goes for preservation purposes, you know. Like I think I had this discussion with you.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
That you know, the paranormal field is kind of more of the branding group of people who will be the ones to visit this, you know, historic site. That's kind of, you know, just because people like to do investigations and stuff. So, you know, I've tried to help numerous national historic sites with events and stuff like that where they can open it up to the public and stuff.
Hey,
so hi,
one of my sisters.
I love Church of Coffee and Cigarettes. Love
That's
it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a member.
Good to see you.
I'm a tithing member of that church.
Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Good to see you too.
We appreciate you joining. Yeah, so that's really cool. Get your merch. You've got to come to the shows to get your merch, right?
Well, the shirt that you're wearing, that's DTV, but I don't do I can do DTV, but I prefer to do direct to film.
Yep.
And yeah, so that one was actually just like a let's just see what kind of happens, you know.
I have some hoodies left, though. I still have some hoodies and a couple t-shirts, so I will be bringing those. I'll be bringing my oracle decks. 2 things. I will not be bringing my bones. It's just too much for me
Oh,
to
really?
investigate and do
Yeah.
an hour reading on each person, and I can't cut it short. But if you want to book that, you can always book that online with me. But I can do oracle in a haunted place and not lose half my energy. And so
Yeah, and you did a reading for someone at the Patterson house. It was for one of my really really good friends, and she said it was just amazing and a lot of clarity. She kind of, I can't really speak for her, but basically she said she kind of just went in kind of cloudy, and then just came out and what are you doing with my cigarette there, homeboy?
Stop smoking on the
I
video.
I smoke. No, give me
No,
a
dude,
cigarette.
no.
Hey,
It kills the viewership.
Andrew Wilson does it.
Well, Andrew Wilson has millions of
No,
subscribers.
no,
We
no,
don't.
it doesn't matter. That's the
We
whole,
do.
that's the whole point. Was
I started like killing my camera when I smoked.
Oop, I can't get.
well,
Never
I
mind.
wonder why. There it
we go.
goes. There it goes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
it's the glare.
but like a barn or old
Yeah,
house.
it's an old house. We did an urban excursion there. Okay, come on, zoom out. That's stupid. There we
I
go.
can see it. There you go.
That was a super cool place. We did a whole urban excursion, and those are up on Facebook and TikTok. A jump and run, as I call them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I was gonna go to doing a homes and cemeteries book. Ooh, cemetery. See,
It was in the yard, like all grown up.
it was in.
Hey,
Oh,
sister.
that's what they did back
Got another
then. Well,
sister on. Hello, hello. Every time I click, there we go.
he said, "KD saved me."
How
What did it say?
did KD
oh,
save you?
Ross, what's up, Greg? He says, well, it's great to see you all together after Friday. Yeah, that was Venom says, hey, sister, hey, KD. All right. And then Greg says, KD, save me. Yeah, he said, well, yeah, and it was my pleasure, Greg. That's why I got on there. I wanted to make sure. I knew that was an important interview for you to do John Zaffis. So I
It says press power to cancel.
just don't know. That's fine.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, it'll do that sometimes. So Greg, and it's like, Greg, did you know that you were gonna have? Were you already having kind of internet problems?
Well, I think he was having bad weather too where he
They
lived.
did. That's when the storms came through.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I didn't know that, but I was like, you know what? I had a feeling. I was like, I should just get on there and make sure this goes well for him. And I was glad I could help, Greg. And but I do think I talk a lot, and I think John Zaffis was
No, you don't talk a lot.
freaked out. He was like, dude, this guy is like about to explode. Like, there's a reason they call me KDD, you know.
I like to. Well, I like to do.
Last week, I had one of my sisters, Vanna, on. She's on tonight watching, and I had one of my sisters on, and she was podding with me, and she could still see herself through the whole thing, and it was black. Like, so I'm talking to a black screen.
What?
Yeah, I talked through a black screen, but you could hear her, but she could see herself, and you hear this pop, and it was like a huge crackle pop, and it was gone.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
Crazy.
It's
that is.
It's what happens.
Yeah. But with the shirts, though, so I went and got like a second job and to get this machine, right? Because I'm not taking out no loan. Not going to do it. So what do? You go in and work for it and pay back some of your business money, do what you have to do. But we're getting PTFX, turned into an LLC and get all that set up correctly. And I was like, well, forget it. I'll just go get a part-time job to get this machine that I needed because I do design, I do printing and stuff like that. But long story short, so the machine I ended up buying, they didn't send me the software, so I've been dealing with that all weekend. So I got this big machine, the big shaker, to dry it and to cure it. And I'm just like, they
And
didn't
you
send me
still
the
don't have the
software.
pieces. Still don't have it.
No, and I have it until the 31st, and I can ship it back. But we'll see. It'll be okay. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, then I'll just find another machine. So
Sure. But how sucky? I mean, that's stupid.
yeah, I worked really hard to get that to get that machine.
And people don't understand that, like when they're shipping you things and they're supposed to make sure that all the parts are there, like that's a whole thing. You expect the whole package to be there.
Well, the software itself is about in between $750 and $900 just for the software, and you have to have a computer only dedicated to that machine. That's how complex it is to have a printer that prints in white. It's ink is what it is, and you basically coat it with like a glue, like a powder melt, and it's not vinyl. So somebody's like, oh, that's vinyl. No, well, what you're wearing right now is vinyl. But I'm like, no, that's not vinyl, blah blah blah. And screen printing, kudos out to the people who do screen printing. I do not like screen printing because you have to make all the different films for all the different colors, and I mean, I could do it, but
that's why it costs so much too, though. I mean, people don't understand why there's cost involved in any of this printing.
Right.
Transfers, all of that has time and money and equipment that you have to pay for, and the wear and tear. So homemade stuff, you're paying extra for it. Good sneeze.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
But anyway, merch, and we've got comic books coming out.
Yes, I'm so excited to.
It was always my dream to be a comic book artist.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that about me, but I can draw comic art really good.
Well, I wish I had known that because, I
could draw. We could do a comic book together, Julie.
I would love to.
I have professional like I went to school for 3D design and media. Like, so I took comic book art classes. I took all
that's
that.
so cool. No,
Well,
I can't draw a stick figure, and
me either.
I have an $800 digital tablet that's like you're drawing on paper with a digital pen.
Well, you've seen some of his automatic drawings that he
Right.
does. He does it in chalk, and so we'll have a t-shirt merch line of his automatic drawings of entities, spirit ghosts, whatever people want to define these things as on a t-shirt. So like I wish I had a picture of it to show of one of his automatic drawings that it'll be just it'll be like a temporary.
I want to have some of my artwork on some of
like
your t-shirts.
like he drew an entity at the Pythian, and her name was Michelle, and for whatever reason she didn't have any arms. That's just how I guess he saw her as he was drawing, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a different kind of. I do dark drawings, so I can't see the paper.
Yeah, he can't see the paper.
And
the paper's black.
I turn a ghost box on,
Yeah.
and I use black paper with white charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And I do it all in the dark where I can't see it.
Yeah, it'll be.
I have the ghost box running, and I'm
Yeah,
ghost box
he does it completely in the dark. He might have a candle or something, very rarely.
I like to be like by myself, maybe one other person in there, just to witness kind of what.
Do you have any pictures on there of?
I'm looking on here.
But so that will be something that it will be a limited edition line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll only make so many of those, and then
cool.
also all the the podcasters, their merch. People can buy custom merch with your guys' stuff on it, and I'm so excited to be working on your comic book.
I'm excited to have you. There's 2 of them so far, and they are paranormal comic books. paranormal backstory, metaphysical, paranormal comic
And
books.
yes, and Julie already got them like copyrighted. She's got everything she needs ready to. I'm gonna produce it for her, and she's done all the steps to get it done. And will you be doing? I can't remember. I know we discussed it with something else, but are you gonna do like a digital download for the comic books or just printed? I meant to ask you that
I don't
before.
know. I don't know. I think I'm going to start out with just printed for real.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I kind of like the idea of being able. I've got booths at. I'm going to be at, of course, your all stuff, the Haunted Pit, the Pythian Castle, and I'm going to be at Haunted Wichita. We're going to be in Wisconsin at Paranormal Rock Band again. We are going to do, just to give a shout out to all my buddies out there, because it was a great time. Vending wasn't near as good as what I thought it would be, but I also had 2 tables full of merch and people were just hanging out. So this time it's going to be different because I get to hang out with not the merchy people, but the books and the comic books in the cool kids club, right? So that's going to be really exciting for me.
So do you think the puzzles, like the puzzles, how do people think about those on your end? I mean, I know lots of people, I've had a handful of people order them, so I guess it might just depend on the person.
Yeah, I have not, and I haven't done well with mugs or anything like. But again, people weren't looking for that at the metaphysical. They were getting readings and doing stuff like that. So there's the difference right there.
Yeah,
when people come to places like that and they're there for readings and readings only, and they want a 15-minute card read and very distinct things. So I'm going to be in a different section this time. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to be in Central Kansas, the Central Kansas Paracon as well. And I'm really excited because I get to hook up with some old friends. Becky, who's going to be the main feature speaker there. And she's going to be she also does runes. She's runes and Viking type stuff. And she's amazing reader with runes.
So where can people find, like, where is it, like on your Facebook page?
It will be on my Facebook page. Yes.
And you can advertise for that stuff here on StreamYard as well. And
I'll send you
the website. Yeah, for the website, I can put it on our website as well. And then we can put a little QR code up on the screen. People can scan it and they can see where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
Because I've only met, like, I know how to do readings with seashells, but with bones, which I don't do readings. So just let me put that out there. But I mean, I know how to do it. And I have never met anybody who has been able to read bones. I find that so fascinating.
And I would love to be able to offer that at, events. Number one, it takes a lot of energy. And number two, it's hard to do in the dark. And number three, because I have a lot of things to keep track of. And number three, if I'm doing tours and I want people to also get to experience me as a paranormal person and a medium and clear many things.
Well, and you specialize in a wide variety of different things. I mean, it's just so fascinating. I have so much
fun taking people on tours and getting to sit with people and doing SDs and getting to work equipment and working with the spirits. And so then, if I do readings, then I lose out on that fun time too. And so, like, to me, it's easier to book readings on my own time. And then you're not missing out on the tour as well, because, then people who come to me for a reading miss out on the fun of the tour.
Yeah. Yeah. Not tons of people in the paranormal do merch like individuals. Well, I actually do merch for other paranormal groups. I've done for Arkansas, for lots of different paranormal groups. And my rates, if you go and get a quote from somewhere, I assure you, I will beat that quote by 5%, at least 5 to 10%. But no, yeah. And, just it really depends on the brand. A lot of people like the Bella Canvas because that's the boutique type T-shirts and, the Land's End and stuff like that. And Julie's got really great taste, and I did the what was it, the fur lined, or what was it? I can't remember. The zip up.
Oh yeah. I've got a
Sure.
zip up, real heavyweight zip up. We've got several
Yeah.
of them hoodies that are amazing.
Zip up hoodie with a Sherpa
Yeah,
liner.
they turned out really, really
The Sherpa
good.
liner is a like, I would never buy another zip up hoodie again if it doesn't have Sherpa lining.
Yeah, so anybody, I could do custom anything.
Those are really
business
nice.
cards. I
That's
do
what we're gonna
everything.
have for PTF. All PTF's gonna get a Sherpa line black PTFX.
Black or gray, 'cause I have black and gray
all
in stock.
staff like you
But
and
they,
Chris.
but the problem is, I wish that, well, the inside of them is cream color.
Some of them are black.
Some of them are black that I have.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, you know, they're really nice and they're warm. And you had gave me the idea, Julie, when you had requested. You're like, hey, can you do zip up Sherpa? And I was like, yeah. And remember, I went out at like 9 o'clock at night and went and found what you needed. And I called you and said, hey, I just
You
found them.
did,
This is
you
how
did,
much
and
they
they are
are.
awesome. We wear them all the time. All the time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so as far as like the events go, we have a lot of events lined up this year. So we have like we do have the LeBold Mansion. I'm not sure if that's been posted yet. That's April 24th on a Friday. It's from 4 to 1 a.m. and it's 15 people. So it's a very small, more personal event compared to like the Pythian. And the Pythian to me is more to introduce people to.
Very quaint. It's great for first timers. It's great for people who don't want to go through huge areas of walking and tons of stairs.
And it's great for like seasoned investigators also, because you get so much just free investigation time at the end of the event. The last 2-3 hours, most everybody, the hobbyists, they leave. So the people who are really more hardcore into getting evidence and capturing evidence are the ones that stay till 3.
Yeah, and you get free roam, and then also, we'll be doing a lot of haunt the towns. I call them haunt the towns in the future, and also, keep watching the podcast, because I'll do history talks, with the local of whatever that location is, and we'll discuss some of the history. And we did this back in 2023. I'd get on and interview the historians, or one of their board members, and hear some of their stories. I try not to put too much out there, because I don't want to put anything in anybody's head, just kind of for them but just some of the backstory in the history of stuff like Coldwell. Coldwell is it's Coldwell, Kansas. We did a haunt to town there, and it turned out really good. We raised a decent amount of money for them to help with their preservation. And they're all most of the buildings are made out of limestone, which I found very interesting. Their shirt said something about plants. So their shirt said, "You can't beat my meat." My husband was not fond of that one. I thought it was great. Hey, I think it's great too.
You get it out there. Yeah.
Hey, I can make whatever y'all want. If you want derogatory, I'll give you derogatory.
Yeah, derogatory.
Derogatory.
Or risque, because anything goes. I was looking, I also had a gig. I was like, I'm thinking I had another gig. I have the Unholy Trinity coming up too, which is May 15th and 16th in Iola, Kansas.
Nice. Yeah, we gotta advertise and
several
get QR codes.
tours and gonna have the comic books and merch and speaking at several of those as well.
Yeah, I need to. So I used to. We kind of took a whole year off, and last year, 2023, 2024 were very well. We've been pretty. Anyways, we kind of took a break in 2025. We only did a handful of events. That last year was the year that we were going to do all the Haunt the Town events. But we ended up, Katie just trying to get, organized like with his equipment and stuff like that. And there's a lot going on. So it's nice to kind of, we're very blessed to even be able to pick up where we had left off at in,
Absolutely.
in 2024. And we've, and
Be in such a good position with PTSD.
and with you guys with the podcast and stuff like that. And
Whoops. Whoops.
I'm not over my dragon buzz, man.
but no, you guys are doing a great job on the podcast, and
It's a lot of fun. I mean, we go through the busy seasons. We had the holidays and people had a lot of things going on. And, Nancy, I wish I could answer that question right now, but I can't find the webpage on it and do the podcast. I was like trying to find the webpage, and all I have is my ticket stub thingy for it right now, but I'll get back with you on that.
hey, Linda, I don't know if you have. Well, Linda, you have my number. Just text me, and I can get that done for you.
Yep, Nancy, on with KD and Katie. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
It's like a Sunday, but it's like a Monday too, so it's all good.
Yeah, and I need to get with Greg and schedule with him because he's asked me to. I get so nervous doing podcasts, and you guys, I know you guys. I know you guys. I just get so nervous doing
I
podcasts.
don't know why she gets so nervous. Like why? Why?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. Oh.
But you do such a good job, and you're out there in public all the time.
Yeah, I think I do better in public. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I haven't been traumatized. I mean, I've done lots of podcasts and I've done lots of like news things on news stations, local news, and little documentaries and stuff like that. And I don't know, podcasts. It makes me nervous.
Nah. There we go. I like my lighting better now.
Nancy Kelly. She goes, I can't find my glasses. Now I know your face, Katie.
It's okay.
Well, she said, why shy people speak? Really? Well, I didn't know that. That's very good to
you do.
hear.
Oh, come on.
I
Be modest.
you know I do not partake in gossip or any of that. If I hear it and I'm like, Linda knows. She was like, yeah, because I was late getting to an event that we're all at. There's people talking that come up like, Katie, and Linda goes, yeah, Katie doesn't go for gossiping.
Nope.
But thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I treat everyone with respect, and it's very important to be kind to everyone, and especially in the paranormal field, because see, I don't know why the heart is not popping up on the screen. Oh well, but
It only did it that once when you did it.
I don't.
Look at this. We all know how shy Julie is. Nada. Nada.
So I've never been to the aviation museum to do, I remember I wasn't able to come to do that investigation, and my daughter was reviewing the evidence, and similar thing happened even in Potosi when I got to investigate with you in person. Immediately they're like, shut up. They just don't like through the ghost box, the equipment. I mean, they legitimately either like you or don't like you.
I will walk into a spirit space and they flock to me. And usually it's the women that have been through the rough times your working women, your prostitutes, your brothel people, your bartenders, your outlaws will like me. And anything else that is not of rough around the edges, your proper people do not like me at all.
Well,
and I love that because, you know, as the trigger object, I don't really care.
yes,
As long as
I
I'm
was
getting
about
a
to bring that
response.
up.
And I will find the rough and tumble. I'll find the gangsters. I will ride with them. I will swear with them. I will drink with them.
Yeah.
We went to a place at the White House Inn, and you know, of course the people that were working it at that time told, not the owners, the person who was the manager, who has since been relieved of her position. She was telling a lot of falsehoods, and that place did have like a lot of whining and dining and dancing and women, and it had an underground speakeasy, had a lot of things going on in it. And we went on Valentine's Day and left chocolates and whiskey, and we were, you know, we had a lot of light ups, a lot of triggers, and no, most of this was not on phone apps. KD before he said,
oh yeah, Katie doesn't. Katie
he doesn't do no, but
we have.
We did have a phone app going, but we had his MCOM and one of his boxes going, and the box and the MCOM and the phone app all were lighting up and saying very close to the same things. And we had a tripwire, and we had an EM pump, and we had some other really cool things going off. And again, I triggered the women and the music and the drinking
cool.
guys
Yeah.
that were hiring the women, and that's what I trigger. Like, they like me. The rest of them do not like me at all. And I am respectful. I don't go in causing, I'm not gonna stir things up and be mean, but because of how I dress, I think that's why I do the paranormal. Was one of my coven sisters said, "You're the paranormal hooker," and I said, "Well, I'm the paranormal courtesan. Let's make it a little nicer." But yeah, the same thing. Like, I come in looking like I'm.
And see, I bring trigger up. Katie says I bring a yard sale with me, so I've cut my yard sale. I've cut me yard sale down, but you know, I bring lots of different trigger objects, and it was very interesting when Jack Osborne had requested something that could like text him, like a device or something like that, and he wanted a trigger object tray or something. Like, well, KD had stuff in development, and Jack Osborne was kind of like looking over the stuff, and he goes, "I like that trigger object tray," and he goes, "How does it work?" And I love that thing. We were at the Poplar Bluffs Theater, and so we're testing out, you know, Jack Osborne's trigger object tray, right? And so I put a bullet on there. Like, it wasn't a real bullet. It was just a fake metal bullet. And whatever was there absolutely did not like that bullet. It was just, it's on our Facebook page, but it, you know, pretty much drained the battery in the machine, and I don't know. It was very interesting, but I have a small one that I use, but it's not very loud because it was like one of the first ones we made. It was just like a sample demo one for us to use and test out. But and then the gate will text you whenever something sets it off, and that's something I pulled down the shelf. I pulled it down off the shelf not too long ago, and I was like, "Hey, Katie, you need to do this. You need to go." You know, we have a lot. Katie has a lot of things on the shelf, and when I say shelf, I mean like I go in the garage and I'm like looking, and it, you know, it has all of the ideas and stuff on the box, and has all the stuff in there, and then I'm like, let's revisit this one. So I take it down. You know, the gate is very, very interesting, and it'll text you like if something comes near it, it'll send you a text message just in case you're in a large location.
Oh, that's neat. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, most of the places where we set our triggers, we'll put some kind of object that will alarm, whether it be a music box or a REM pod or something like that. You know, you put something like in the center and put the items around it. So when they reach, of course, they're going to set off whatever you've got. but there's no alerts. And if you want to move on, you don't want to stay all your whole night just watching that light. Like there's other places to go and other things to see. And
right. And we're speaking, I know Katie don't like apps, but I started so when I go on an investigation, for instance, like I'm making these laser tripwires, okay, and I've done research on these laser tripwires, and they're very hard to set off, especially when, okay, let's say you want to set them. Okay, I don't know if anybody's been to the McIntyre Villa, so we're going to use this as an example at the McIntyre Villa. So if we closed all the doors at McIntyre Villa in the hallway, right, and we, the curtains down on that window in the hallway, make sure there's no interfering light, which with the laser trip wires, it would have to be a certain type of light spectrum to set it off, but you actually physically have to break that laser beam for it to go off. And I've done so much research on this that, with the laser tripwire, I mean, it is even like sunlight, it won't, vibration won't make it go off. I mean, literally it has to be something of mass to set it off. Now, if you've got some big old bugs, big bugs that just so happen to now that might set up, but that's rare. That's on a rare occasion.
Texas cockroach bugs.
Yeah, or a cicada or something like that. Maybe people were using them outside, I mean, that kind of stuff would potentially set off the laser tripwire. And dust and stuff like that's not really gonna set off, the laser trip. There's not much that would set that off. So if what, but
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, so like sometimes like tiny particles like dust or an insect flying right through the beam can set it off. But although, that's less common if the beam is stable and the sensors, are not overly sensitive,
Right.
you good there. But in general, though, the beam needs something pretty, tangible. Yeah, tangible to block it. So a stable light source, like even a light source, a stable light source won't usually cause issues unless it's shining right into the sensor, so most likely just about making sure that you set it up facing direct, make sure it's not facing direct glare or anything like that, or any shifting light like car lights. That's why, you want to kind of, so going back to the app that I was talking about, because I write down, no, you may not. You wait 1 second.
Nancy, no, you don't have to turn the water off when you're changing out your garbage disposal.
Can you ask Katie if
she says just kidding.
Okay, just there you go.
It has to be when
FYI.
Yeah, I turn the water on to
off. She meant like shut the water off to the because you don't need to, because it uses the water from the sink.
Oh, see, that's why I don't like being on podcasts, because it's like whoop. Anyways,
okay.
But so yes, I'm working on the laser tripwires. I'll be getting those out soon. But Austin's got that cool little Ouija thing, man. Girl,
I saw that. So I have his first board. I had gotten Chris. Sorry, my eye itches. I'm like, I'm not tweaking. I swear. I'm like, I have allergies. I got Chris that first board. I know, right? That light up board, the one that we had talked about making into the Ouija board. So it's got all the lights on it. I had gotten Chris that one for Christmas.
So you do have the Austin Maynard's Ouija board light up?
It's not, it's the one he made.
His other one.
The general.
Yeah, that's a good device too. But boy, when I saw the Ouija one, I was
I
like,
like that Ouija one. That.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a second job. Just no, they're not that expensive.
It's a cool one. I like it.
Yeah, I think they're like five or $600 or something
But you know
like
the
that. Could
thing
be
is, you can
wrong.
just play with an Ouija board.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
aviation center.
Oh, that's what she said.
That's what she
Uh,
said.
So that's the aviation center that we'll be doing on Friday.
March
That's so much
27th.
fun.
Yeah.
March
I still have
27th.
to learn to
Yeah.
put pictures up on this
Biggest
computer.
event, bro.
Yeah, so Chris, I've been trying to get Chris has been trying to get me to go there for years, and when I could have gone anytime, but finally, I mean, I could have, anyways, I could have gone anytime, but yeah, I don't want to go by myself, or I want to go with KD or somebody from the team or whatever, but that it's a museum now.
It's
right?
very cool. It's very, very cool. We
Yeah.
had such good sessions, and I haven't even sent you guys the session stuff. Like we haven't even, like I haven't sent you guys
Well-
my pictures. I need to do that because I've got a whole lot of stuff.
Well, I will tell you that I have newspaper articles of the military transporting a unidentified objects and stuff like that, weird stuff that have went through that. What are you doing? Sorry, Katie's got stuff on the screen and I can't see what's going on. It's distracting me. But anyways, so I have a lot of history that there are tunnels under there, and I'm surprised that Katie said that there wasn't any tunnels, or were there tunnels
Where?
at the aviation museum?
Yeah, there is a tunnel. It's a
Just
very
one?
cramped. It's a very
Just one?
to her knowledge, she said there's rumors that there were more there because it was a military.
Oh, I'm sure
but-
there were. Off
Well,
the-
a million.
And there's also a rumor that they transported UFO through there
Yeah, that's what I just said.
because there was a lot of top secret stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Any Air Force Base. Don't you think that's any military base is going to have that underground,
Well,
like courthouses
yeah.
do and mental institutions do? I mean,
Right.
that's
Not just
standard.
any of them. Because this wasn't originally a military base. It was a public
flight
It
school.
was a public airport. It was the Kansas.
Yeah, but Amelia
was a-
Earhart went there to learn how to fly. That I've known a lot of.
yeah, but it was also an airport.
Oh, well, okay, but
It was-
but it was a school at one
it was
point.
the Wichita. I think it was the
Can you
Wichita
get-
Airport or something like
let's
that.
get
I
rid
can't
of-
remember. Don't quote me on that. but
Let's
I
get
think
rid of
so.
this
No,
out
I
of
was
the.
trying to fix something real quick.
But no,
It's
it was also a school though.
The other thing is, anytime you have an airport, if you're taking federal prisoners or you're taking inmates flying that are flight risk, you're going to
Yeah.
use underground tunnels. You're not going to transport them through.
Yeah, and they had a morgue because they would bring dead soldiers that had died in World War II.
Yeah.
In Vietnam. Oh, where was it? Vietnam or Korea?
I think I'm not sure. It's probably both.
Yeah, it was several wars. They would bring the transport the dead. This was one of the stops. Like there was another place in Ottawa, Kansas. Which we're
Yeah,
going to try to hold an event at.
yeah, it was. Yeah, that place was very interesting. That is the story for another podcast. But that's a very
Julie,
awesome.
Yeah, he says it's going to be now. We're talking about it now.
dude, that was the
Dude.
most awesome place.
Julie, did you
Man.
see those videos? I showed you those. We played those videos the other night of the ghost bike sessions we were doing. When it was
Yes.
me and dude, how crazy was that?
At the aviation museum.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't like her. I was like, ooh,
Some of the
wow, these
best-
people
some of
are.
the best, especially after I cleaned it up a little bit. It was like, oh my god.
It was like, tell her to shut up, and it
Well,
was like,
the Patterson place. Same thing, wasn't it, KD?
Yeah, it was.
Was
Yeah.
it
Told her to
Oh.
shut up. Called her
you?
stupid.
Me.
Really? But
Yeah.
what
We're
did you?
grandparents.
But you experienced something that I didn't want to say anything, but I experienced the same type thing with the you know, can you tell at night what you experienced?
The mist.
Yeah. And how it felt, and it wasn't, you know.
It's very weird. It was very I don't know, ethereal.
It made, you know, I've saw it, and I felt very comfortable,
Oh,
you
I was
know.
pulling stuff down. Like, I mean, I was like, you could like almost pull the threads down and
Yeah.
interact
Like,
with it. And then it just it left. It's like, it wasn't like a whoosh. It was just like, okay, bye. And I even said, okay, bye. Like I knew it was leaving. I'm like, okay, bye. But, you know, and it left.
yeah. It reminded me of kind of like, not like exactly like a spider web, but a spider web that has like dew on it, you know, and you could kind of like
Like a
move
fog
it,
coming in, but it was almost like a
glitter,
an
glistening.
electrical mist. Like it had,
Yes.
you could,
Yes.
like fairy dust, like fairy dust. Like if you could imagine,
Yes.
you could like
Yes.
pull the strings and and it had a
Yes.
glitter to it, like a sparkle, not like glitter, but a different
Right.
kind of like, yeah.
Yes. Yes. It was very, very interesting. And I was
Very
like, am I
peaceful.
having
I
a
was very sad when
flashback?
it left. I was like,
Like
"Ooh,
I thought maybe I was like, am I having like a flashback from, you know,
yeah."
like almost 30 years ago here, or, you know, maybe not that long ago, but maybe 25 years. But no, that's something like a personal experience. Cause you know, I didn't document it. It's in my journals. And so, you know, I've sat down and started developing an app, cause it's important to, uh, write down, like, before I do an investigation, I write down obviously the date, the location. Um, Sometimes I'll go as far as writing down the longitude, latitude, you know, the coordinates,
That's very
even.
cool, 'cause I don't do that, and then I go back and I'm like, "When was this? What time was
And
that?" I really can't remember. Look at
well,
you.
and it's easier to do it like if you have an app. Like I write mine down in a journal because I like to keep my journals.
Mhm.
But you know, if you have, so I started doing an app that hopefully maybe in the next 6 months people can download the app, and you can punch in like you know, 907, the humidity is you know, 96.7. You know, then you've got the temperature. Is there a thunderstorm or storm in a
Oh,
30
that's
mile
neat. Moon
radius?
phase. All that stuff would be
Moon.
cool, yeah.
Yes, and also, you know, is there a lot of traffic coming up and down, or, you know, stuff like that. You want to be very like, for myself, in my opinion, because everyone has their own way of researching, and that's good. You want your peers to have, you know, do things uh because what works for them, you know,
Right.
and I like peer review, and hopefully one day maybe I can give my info. Well, I gave some of my info to Chris. I'm like, hey, Chris, can you, you know, try to dispute this or figure this out, you know? And just for an example, I won't get into that, but you know, you do need peer review, and just like with the science community, they just think that we're all running amok, but we're not running
Not
amok,
really.
you know.
Not
Like
really.
even like
You'd
when
be
I was, you
amazed how many times I have walked in and matched history, and those of you guys that know me know and have investigated with me, I don't want to know anything about the place when I walk in. Like, I don't want to
yeah.
know who the main characters are or anything, and I've walked in and I've nailed it every time I've been with you so far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's especially, you know, Linda Scott, your friend, what is the gentleman's name that came to the Pithy? He's a friend of yours, and he came to the Patterson event that we
Oh,
had.
you're putting me on see, I don't do names like that. I
And
can't. I
and he
can't.
does he makes very creative word, I call them word snaps, like, oh, snap, word snaps for shirts or whatever.
Morty.
And yes, yes. So he was
Shout
telling
out
me a
to
lot of
Morty.
things. Yes, and he was telling me a lot of things that it is documented history, but it's documented history that's not public online. This is It's for public viewing in the museum, and the museum was locked up. There'd be no way that it would take him forever to find some of uh, these historical things that he was telling me about. And it was blowing my mind. I was like, here, let me show you something. I took him into the museum, and I was like, hey, this actually happened. And he goes, well, wait, what do you mean? I'm like, what you're talking. I was like, yeah, so whatever, pictures in your mind or thought in your mind, yeah, that actually did occur here. And I just find that to be very fascinating. Linda Scott said, the one who stayed the night at the Patterson, Jerry. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Oh.
Jerry.
Because Linda stayed
Yeah,
there.
Jerry's
Okay,
awesome.
that wasn't
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, Linda stayed there, and and Linda said, well, when I left, he was asleep and he was alive or something like that. It was whatever she said. It was funny what she had said. We had a
These are
good
all
time.
photos from the
Old Cowtown.
Old Cowtown Museum.
Now,
The event on March 28th, Saturday,
yes,
March 28th.
and that's from
Tickets are on sale at Paranormal Task Force X at eventbrite.com.
Yes, you should drop the link in there, pin it. But so Old Cowtown, I went there in 2024. We were going to set up a big event where we were going to have vendors. We were going to have book publishers come out there. We were going to have gallery readings. We were going to do like little classes, kind of like we did before at the McIntyre Villa several years ago. But this is a much bigger location.
It's huge.
So we could still do that, but we got to plan out at least a year because you got to get vendors and get everything squared away. Anyways, long story short, the jail. There's not too many of these.
I'm getting to that.
There's not too many of these old Western jails left in our culture.
They're authentic and not just replicas.
They're the real deal. They had it moved there, and that jail just, I don't know what it is.
The majority of these buildings
my temple is just like throbbing thinking about it.
To the Old Cowtown Museum. Yeah,
that jail is original, and they're rare, just like the one-room schoolhouses are starting to become.
Any brothels
rare.
there?
Yes, yeah.
Cowtown?
Yeah.
Brothels, the brothel town event that we're going to be doing is Caldwell, Kansas.
Well, no, she's wanting to know if there's any buildings that were related to brothels
here
at Old Cowtown. Yes, they are.
Okay, don't tell me which ones.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I won't tell you which ones.
Won't say. But
So
you can see some of this here.
Here, can you show this one picture? Because I want to explain this picture just for an example.
This whole town is like a straight out of the frontier period in the USA. This whole town is, and for what, $60 for a ticket? $65.
I don't know how much the tickets are. I didn't set that up.
Beat this, man. For like,
I'm excited. We've got friends coming. Brandy and Bella are coming. I'm excited.
David Glidden's coming to speak, and possibly, David, and possibly more people.
The James Boys Cabin.
Good. I want to get some for the first part of the day because it's going to start early, and we won't start investigating until after dark, and maybe a little bit after that. But I think I'm going to make it like free roam. The whole investigation will be free roam. So this one won't be, because the place is just too big to cycle people through, and we have to, per Wichita city law, all government funded businesses and locations museums and stuff have to shut down at midnight, and they'll get fined if they.
Yeah, it's a city thing. Do you have this picture? So there's this picture here.
Is that the jail?
It's right here.
I'm getting there.
Look at it.
Yeah, I got that.
So people.
Right,
okay, yeah. So can you put that on the screen there?
It is.
Okay, so that picture there, I just wanted to use that one as an example because I went to school, everybody.
Yeah.
And, So
It's
people
been educated.
educated. I hated school when I was younger, but anyways, so what I find fascinating about this image, there's nothing really much going on, but people have sent me images, and this
Look at
is
the
just for an
dust.
example.
Look at the
Yeah,
dust.
so
Woo!
yeah,
There's it's no dust. That place is completely sealed off, closed up.
That's
well,
That's just the refraction through the glass.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
well, from an intersection of design and physics and perception, though, with color
Look at
theory.
this town, man.
Yes, so cool. But
we got the whole town.
well, with that picture that he had up with the it kind of looked like
Mhm.
orbs and stuff like.
If you're into the paranormal, you'd be silly to not buy a ticket for this.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I'm trying to. Well, let me explain something about this image, because I receive a lot of images for people to have me look
Mhm.
at them, and you know, from a visual and design perspective, with that image, can you put that's the gel? No. Can you pull that other picture back?
I'm gonna go in reverse.
Anyways, can you put that picture back up so I can explain something with the picture? I guess he's not gonna do it. So, anyways,
Which picture?
the one
That
that
had
I'm trying to
the
with
orbs
the
with the
yeah,
refraction.
the orbs.
Oh, the inside of the.
Yeah, so I want to talk about
balloon.
that to help
That was the
right there. Yeah,
do we
so
get
right
to go
there.
into these places? Do we get to go into these
Yeah,
buildings
Some of them,
physically?
yeah, most of them, yeah, we will.
Okay.
yeah. So from when someone sends me an image, I look and I'm just like, from a visual and design perspective, what I'm seeing there in that picture, it can be explained by lighting conditions,
Mhm.
surface materials, how light reflects and diffuses in a space,
Yes.
and warm light sources, and like the dark finishes that are in there,
Mhm.
right? Because warm light sources are coming obviously from the lights, that are on the ceiling, and the dark finishes that are in there. So you got kind of like a dark floor. The walls are a little dark, just little elements of dark finishes, and then you got the glass right there, um, and then and even like the humidity and the lens glare, that creates like a soft haze. That's why it looks like a soft haze,
Right.
and
You see this?
it shapes that it feels unusual at first glance. Yeah, but it's just an example of how perception and the environment interact rather
Right.
than anything physically out of place. Not saying not saying that I haven't gotten things I couldn't explain, because but when you try to do an investigation, that's just where the app comes back in, or your journal. And I do have journals. If people want one, I'm going to print up some, and so people can have them. And it has like the lunar phase and all that stuff. Is there a storm in a 30-mile radius? And you want to look at all these things, because
Which you can find out, by the way, because I've had people ask me, you can find that data out on 2 places. First of all, go to your Google Maps or your iPhone map or whatever map you use. I'm not sponsoring either one of them. I have an iPhone. I use the iPhone map. That's just what I use. And punch in your address, and it will give you your location. It will give you your measurements, your longitude, latitude. So if you're a person that tracks that, you can go to that. Go to your weather. Like, I don't know about an Android, but like iPhone, it's real simple. You go to your weather, and I don't track this, but I can go back on my pictures at any given time and find out.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
If you go down, you scroll up, scroll up, it will tell you your humidity. It will tell you your moon phase. It will tell you everything that you need. You can't see that because the camera's blurring. But it will tell you everything you need if you're a data collector for that. The illumination was 37%.
That's correct. Yeah.
It's a waning. You can find all of that information out. So it's not like you have to do a whole lot of research. Hit the weather map. You can hit, well, look at this weather from home. I can even open directly and it will tell you
Yeah.
my longitude and latitude from where I'm standing right now. So it makes
Yeah.
it easy to do that.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody knows Stefan Burns on YouTube. You know, he's a space weather guy, and I actually talked to him, and I was like, "Hey, so how can I detect?" I'm like, "How can I detect these geomagnetic storms?" He goes, "What do you mean detect?" I'm like, "Look, like with EMF detectors, millimeters. Like, how can I detect the energy? Because I know
Hold that
these."
thought. Hold that thought. Okay, looking at your picture. Right there, you see the anomaly that's not an anomaly. You see the 3 circles coming straight down in a row. You've got the top light source where the light above the window is refracting or mirroring
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
You've got the
Yeah.
second one, you have the third one, and then you have the 4th one down below.
Yeah.
That's how you tell
Can you-
that's not an orb.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a triple.
Yeah, if he would zoom out a little bit, you can also see where that light source is actually coming from. It's very
There's a
interesting.
window there, yeah, but it's
So you have the window
yeah, but
that's
it's creating a triple,
so
like, spherical.
right. So I don't know if you guys can see the
And
mouse.
you
So you
also
have
this light anomaly, well, not anomaly, but whatever this is over here.
Right.
On this
Right,
But
to the
that-
left of it. Mhm.
yeah.
right here, right? And then also I know the lights there, but like it seems like, hold on.
If you do black and white, I like to work with
See, there
monochromatic
it is.
and
Hold on.
Yeah, that one's perfect right there because look, the one right before that, you can see it.
and you can even see as we change, like, you know, kind of use contrast and saturation and different things. You could even see from the camera's lens how, you know, we didn't see it before when we
Right.
added or adjusted. You can see how it just is just beaming out everywhere.
Right.
It's just, you
So
know,
do that to your photos before you question them. Like, you know, the things that I have labeled orbs, I have labeled orbs because I've zoomed in and zoomed out and checked color and nothing like it's there and there's no light source
Yeah.
or there's no this or there's no that. There's no mirrors around. There's no other source.
mirrors. I was about to go there because mirrors, I can't explain the
See, 'cause you
weird
have
shit,
this-
excuse my
You have this
language.
over here too.
Yeah, that's coming off. That's it. There's windows and stuff in there that,
Right.
you know, it's,
Weird
yeah.
shit will bounce off mirrors and you'll swear that it has nothing to do with anything. And yet if you line things up, it will come from a mirror and a light source.
Mirrors though can be very, you know, I need to get one of my journals out, but I call them mirror jumpers. Damn mirror
Yeah.
jumpers. I came across a mirror jumper and I saw this mirror jumper, even its reflection on a stainless steel toaster oven. It was so bizarre. It
Mhm.
was like there was nothing around. There was like nothing else on the counter, and it's not me in the image, right? And it's so weird because I took another image in the bathroom, and they, you know, I would give it about 65%, you know, match of this image. So I just gave it a name. I was like mirror jumper. And that is in the Filipino. Mail me. Yeah, the tri-field. I love the
Okay,
tri-field.
so this is
Chris just handed it in. Come say hi. You can come say hi.
I love the tri-field
Zach is
meter.
waving in the
Love,
background. Chris is waving at you in the background.
Hey,
What's up,
Chris.
It's blurred out, but he's like,
this is the gel.
Yeah, the gel. I
This
don't
is the
know.
gel.
Something weird
And
about
this
that.
is-
the 1858 Garnett House has stuff in their mirrors there too. Or 1850.
So this is the gel. This
I know
was
that because I met one.
the actual gel building, though. This isn't a replica. This is
That's the
was
real deal.
relocated here. I can't
Yeah.
remember the details, but we'll have the curator and the director there to answer questions.
Yeah, it was it Billy the Kid or what?
Billy the Kid has a history there. in the
Oh,
area.
good. Because Billy brings
Dude.
out the women too, and I like Billy. That'll
So,
be
yeah.
good.
Hey, we got the oath.
I'm gonna read that too. I will take-
Pythian's a good place to do that at, by the
This place
by
is
the
really
way,
cool.
by the way.
It's got a vibe too, man.
No, man, that place that's
read.
I was
read
intrigued.
those at where? Pythian or here?
Well, with Pythian in itself, I just posted a video linked to the ghost biker. She did an interview on Greg's podcast. I made a couple short videos.
That's my big old head.
Is that your head?
Yeah,
Are you sure that's your head?
PTF on my hat.
Oh, it says PTF on his head.
Well, that
That's
would be
Katie.
his head. Or someone else from PTF said.
Yeah.
That was me.
yeah.
I took these pictures.
But I forget what I was talking about there. Oh well. Hey, brain fog happens when you hit 45, ladies.
I'm gonna have a little
And if
experiment
you're
set
over
up
45, you know what I'm talking about.
Reading the oath. You were talking about reading the oath.
Yes.
Where
So
am I
the
reading
night.
that out?
So
hold
hold on, be quiet for 1 second, so I don't lose track. This is important.
I'm sorry, I talk a lot.
No, don't be sorry. Don't ever be sorry. That's your personality. There's
she just
nothing
got
wrong
to
with
spit
it.
it out. She got to spit it out.
Yeah,
I'm reading.
Yeah,
the
no,
oath
you're
where?
fine. It's
Go
me.
ahead, sorry.
So the Knights of the Golden Circle, okay, are affiliated with the Knights of the Pythias, okay?
Pythian.
Okay, whatever. So
No, you're right. Pythian.
Jesse James was in the Knights of the Golden Circle, and so was John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln. Well, Lincoln endorsed and also helped fund the Knights of the Pythias, and he believed, and I have documentation of all this. Well, it's someone from one of these Masonic lodges. I had asked him questions. I was like, you guys had meetings with the Oddfellows and the Masons and Knights of the Pythias. I know all of y'all kind of worked together. I know there was some clashing during World War One. The Oddfellows actually protested against World War One, but that's a whole nother story. But it's weird because if Lincoln endorsed the Knights of the Pythias, which was also part of the Knights of the Golden Circle, and John Wilkes Booth was part of the Knights of the Golden Circle, who assassinated him, that's kind of bad, right? I mean, that's just
That's not good.
right. So, I didn't read the oath in there, but I brought up the Quantrell Raiders.
That's
Read
the
some
oath I'm
stuff.
going to be reading for those people who are listening.
So
I'm
I
gonna be
haven't done
taking the
that,
Quantrell
and you
Raiders
have it,
oath.
and I sent it to you, and I think we need to get out the infrared cameras and
got the FLIR infrared DVR camera too.
yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
get that out.
Yeah,
And
of course we'll be recording too, and we've got. But I definitely will read that. I'm gonna bring some whiskey. Gonna bring some cigars. Gonna take the oath, and I'm willing to take the oath.
Yeah, let's do it. And maybe we'll come up with something, but or whatever you want to do. But down in the basement of the Pythian, they had a Japanese inmate, down there.
In that cell,
I brought my Japanese tea set. I didn't bring the whole set because it's old, and so I brought a Japanese teacup and brought some tea. I didn't put any water in it. I should have put water in it, but I didn't,
bring some
want to
sake.
make a mess.
Hey,
Yeah.
Julie, I think this is where we're gonna set you up to do readings.
Okay.
Well, did you ask her? Does she agree to that?
Yeah, I thought she wanted to do it.
No, I'll do some. I may not. I don't know what kind I'm gonna do, but we'll see.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends.
You can set up your stuff to sell or whatever right there.
Yeah.
Well, and
That'll be like your booth.
yeah, and it'd be good that you're there. I mean, I can show people too how to use the oracle cards and tarot cards. I have a lot for sale.
Because all the picnic tables are here, and I'm gonna. This is where we're gonna probably do the if it's nice out.
It'd be nice out. Even if it rains.
It'll
I
be
love
nice.
when it rains.
We're gonna declare that it's gonna be beautiful weather. It's gonna be one of the most
Yeah.
fantabulous nights. Fantabulous.
Yeah, I love when it rains and throw on a freaking poncho and go on my way. Now a lot of walking, so make sure if anybody comes and attends, everybody knows their health and just be aware. It's a lot of walking, a lot of going up some stairs. These are very old locations and
Proper shoes, proper
yes.
clothing. I cannot tell you recently, not recently as in this month, but recently in 2025, from summertime on, I have seen some of the, how do I word this being non-judgmental, the weirdest looking dressed paranormal people I've seen. This is not the time to be in your booty shorts and G-strings and high-heeled spike shoes when you're
Wow.
doing like a town that you have to walk in and go in and out of buildings or muddy environment, or like I get you want to dress
Are they
ghosty and gothic, but ghosty and gothic does not go well when you're paranormally investigating. Okay. So think about,
unless they're just sitting at base camp
well, they weren't. They were
and
trying to
sitting
walk
pretty?
in fishnet hose and high heels. And this is not just one person. I am not
Are
pointing
they
out one
gangster,
person.
man?
I have seen multiple people like this. And it gets cold. Like in March,
Interesting.
it's going to be chilly in the evening.
Yeah.
And later on at night, it's going to be even more chilly. So showing up in a, your sports bra or your push-up bra and a fishnet overshirt is not smart. You're not going to have a good time, So even when I dress my risque way of, as KD's friend that owns the Garnett House said, you look like a Las Vegas hooker. I have layers to my look.
That's being a trigger object.
So I can put a hoodie on over that. I bring the hoodie to put on over that, and my legs are covered and my feet are in shoes that I can walk in all terrain.
Yeah, see, I have heels where I can walk in, like I have a pair of Solis and they got like heels like this. Boy, let me tell you, it helps with the calf muscles, but
Yeah.
they have very good soles.
Makes your booty get bigger.
Hell, I can shovel snow in it.
Doc Martens work really good too. You can work out your calves and hose those suckers off because they're leather and you put leather guard on them. But think in terms of it could be muddy, it could be squishy, it could be dry. Wear flip flops.
Yeah.
With nails and old buildings are never smart.
Squishy.
Squishy,
Crazy.
squishy.
But
So,
no, yeah,
I'm
you're
just
exactly
saying.
right.
So yeah, and Greg's like, agree, Julie. Like I have seen too many people not dressed for the elements, and you can go from 100 degrees inside a building to 40 some degrees outside, and you're going to be chilly and bring the jacket, or you're going to end up leaving early.
Right, and
We've seen people leave early
also,
because they had to walk. Well, it's an investigation. You're going to have to walk. So if you're not, if you're not steady on your feet, bring your walker. I've done it with a walker. I have investigated 4 floors and half an acre with a walker, with a sit-down walker, because I did it after I had my knee replacement. You can do that.
Well, just like with the Pythian, there's a lot of stairs to go up and down, and KD has.
I did that with my knee, my fresh knee. I did Pythian.
Cowtown's ADA.
Well, Cowtown is set up for wheelchair accessibility.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They because these homes were already moved and they weren't on their original property.
All the
But
buildings that you'll see wooden ramps going up to them. I mean, not everywhere it's accessible, but all the places it can be.
But regardless,
bring your cane, bring your walker. Don't try to do it without. If you're doing something with it.
Because if someone falls, gets hurt, that means we got to stop things. And if you know that you're going to have a hard time going upstairs, just let someone know and take your time, because these places don't have elevators.
No, Bring your inhalers if you're asthmatic. There's a novel idea.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I'm not asthmatic, and I'm bringing one anyway.
you know,
But, you know,
just think about things.
well, you know, I've seen people, you know, just it's dark. Obviously, it's hard to see, and we do have flashlights that people can use. We'll go over a safety briefing.
Amazon has these great magnetic little beasts that are tap lights that fold and they magnet, and you can clip them over your hoodie, you can clip them over your bag, you can clip them on your glasses, you can clip them, or you can hang them from a pendant. Cheap.
Oh, Brandon said that they weren't doing. He says something. He texted and said, what did he say? Brandon said there will be no radio paranormal tonight, in case y'all needed to know. So,
well, that's probably good because he starts at what time and we're running over.
I have.
Sorry.
What time does he start? 8?
Oh, 8. I thought it was 7. I'm like,
or 9. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, but yeah, the LeBold Mansion's very interesting. The LeBold Mansion has the original first dugout in the state of Kansas, because people, you know, used to dig a hole, they'd cover it. There's a good book, you know, if people want to read it. It's called Sod and Stubble, and it talks about this whole area. And Eisenhower is from Abilene, Kansas, where the LeBold Mansion is located. There's a lot of history there. I won't go into too much of it, but there's a lot of stairs in that place. And in the summertime, it's hot, and in the wintertime, it's a little cold. But I mean, it's a mansion. It's big, and it's a lot of climbing up stairs. So, very fascinating place.
hey,
yeah. So,
okay, Unholy Trinity, 3 nights, 3 locations, pure terror. Sleeper Mortuary, McIntyre Villa, and Melbourne Manor.
oh, is that all in Atchison?
It's yes, May 15th through May 18th.
May 15th through that. Yeah, that's when we did our event a few years ago. We had people come all the way from the West Coast.
It
was
almost sold out. They have 8 VIP tickets left, which is the full thing, like you stay all night. So that's the one we're going to be at.
May 18th?
It's May 15th through 18th.
Oh, okay.
Brandon said it was because they're not doing it because it's Anna's birthdays. Happy birthday,
Happy
Anna!
birthday, Anna Cooper!
Happy birthday. It's going to be Sleeper Mortuary, McIntyre Villa, and Melbourne Manor.
Yeah. So it was Holy what? Trinity?
The Unholy Trinity. And you can, it's on Eventbrite, but if you go to the 1898 McIntyre Villa page, all the information is listed there. I don't know why I'm holding up my phone. You can't see it. That was the visual.
And so it ends on this Sunday, May 17th.
It's
or
Friday.
The 16th.
I think it ends Monday because it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. And I'll just put that down, and I'll try to pull it up here for everyone to look at. So what will you be there as a guest?
I'm just taking tours there. But
okay, so you'll be there, your ticket holder.
Yes.
So if anybody wants to come and hang out with Julie and see how she works, which is fascinating, most definitely. And McIntyre Villa, I can't tell you, I've had so many things occur there that it's all over. It's all just evidence just everywhere.
I've never been to any of them. So I'm
they're all very good locations. They're all very, very good active locations. Yeah, no, they're okay. Thank you. And I will see if I can't pull it over.
That's going to be super exciting.
Okay. Okay, that's on.
If he wants me to do anything there, I will be more than happy to do anything.
Let's see if I can't. That's the Bell. That's Bell Witch Cave. Let me search for it here on the Facebook.
Yeah, it's on her page. It's on 1898
Oh, okay.
McIntyre Villa page. That's how I found it. You said McIntyre Villa, and I'm like, that's the page it was on.
I love.
And I'm excited
I
about
love the McIntyre Villa, and I haven't been there in a few months. Okay, so let me get over here. All right, I'm on her page, and let me just go over here, go down events.
Hey, Julie, how are you?
It got the USA Today 10 Best Most Recent Reader's Choice Award. I love the villa.
Yep.
Let me look for the event. Here it is right here. Found it. Let me click on that little guy.
Great events. I mean, this is going to be like super cool too. So many good things, so many things around this area to get out and get tickets to, and understand that we're doing really well. Thank you, Julie. There's so many places and events to support where part of the money goes back to helping those places sustain, so people like us can go into it. And that's, to me, so important.
There's I just
Deadwood, South Dakota.
I just that might be next year. I don't know what's going on with that. So
we're gonna try to do that.
Okay, well, okay. So I posted the link to that, and then let's see if I can't.
And South Carolina.
Let me shrink this down a little bit, guys. Sorry.
Good meal again.
Trying to share my screen here with everyone. So
Yes,
there we go.
South Dakota, big time.
Yeah, South Dakota.
Hey, good meal again, Julie.
Hey, good meals.
I've never done that either.
That's in South Carolina.
The big one we did in South
Yeah,
Carolina.
that's the second largest petroglyph viewing site in the United States. Can you see this on the screen? Can you see the Unholy Trinity on the screen?
No, not yet.
Well, I shared it. Why is it not? Okay, hang on a second. Let me let me go over here and share my screen. Let's see here.
Are we doing South Carolina and doing Deadwood this year?
I don't know.
October.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
It's gonna be October.
Katie says it's gonna be October. I have no idea.
Well, you better
Linda
plan
Scott
fast, because I'm booking for October.
Well, what the heck happened to my
Well, that's the best time to go in South Carolina.
what happened to my I don't know, the page disappeared.
Because of the weather.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have Rock Island Paracon in October. It's the first week, so he better plan fast, because I'm booking.
Yeah, I was with the LeBeau Mansion. The other two might be a little hard for me to.
I don't have those dates.
Julie,
I just have.
This will be bigger than the hat, dude.
Get me dates.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to. Hey, Katie. So I don't know what happened to my tab. It's over here. It's this one right here. So how do I share this?
I just put it up on the.
Click on the plus, the monitor, the plus symbol down.
I just put it up there.
I got it right here. I just gotta.
You gotta hit this and then
share screen.
Yeah. And then which one?
It's already on the screen here.
Right
that
here?
one. Yep. That's it right there.
All right.
Yep. So that's it right there. And then I also put.
Hold on. You gotta add to the stage. But you gotta. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, but here I got it from here. I got it from here.
This. There you go.
Here I got it from here. So, There we go. So I did put, yep, there's the link. Thank you for putting that there.
Hello, Brandon.
Brandon.
I don't think that he was on when y'all said happy birthday.
Yeah, we said happy birthday to Anna.
We did. We didn't sing it though. I won't sing on live air.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing either. But there you guys go. There that is the info for that event. So yeah, that most certainly will be a very, very good event. Left a message on Katie's Messenger. Was that on Facebook Messenger? Because I don't get on Facebook Messenger.
What's that?
Greg.
Yeah, I'm not logged into mine either.
Left a message on here. Did he call me?
If I get on there, I get on there. On my
Yeah,
phone.
let me click on here and see how many tickets are left. Okay, so
How many tickets are left for what?
There was 8 earlier today.
Well, they're expensive too, but it's worth it because it's all weekend.
Three
So
places. You know, you're doing 3 places though, and for me, 3 places isn't bad.
so it says Lola, Kansas.
Iola.
Kansas. So duo event back to back, third location. Malvern Manor is now included.
Yeah, Malvern Manor's cool.
Yeah, Malvern Manor is very cool. Yeah, so rough agenda, the sleeper mortuary. Oh yeah, they got lots and lots of goodies going on. That's that right there.
It's going to be a
It's
great
worth-
weekend.
That right there is worth the money. When you do haunt the towns, those events there, that's what you want. You want that's, you know, when you have multiple locations and stuff like that, and
Because you'll
I'm
find
sure-
links. You will find links within the town to things that are there. So, like Haunted Wichita. What? What?
crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Put the link
I
up there
mean-
for. You should put the link up there for Haunted Wichita.
Okay, let me
That's really cool too.
let's see.
You guys need to come. You need to check that out for sure. For sure.
What is it called again?
Haunted
What is it?
When is
Haunted?
That's yours. It's the
Oh, it's ours. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just now getting back into what is
shoot, it was off my calendar now. Isn't that March? It's March.
March 27th and 28th. 27th is the Aviation Museum, and the 28th is Old
okay,
Cowtown.
just let me, I need to put that on our business profile
We're
because
doing a private investigation at Old Cowtown on the 14th. of
14th.
February.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring chocolates and whiskey for my ladies.
our chocolate covered strawberries. Get a hold of Austin so we can get a hold of Chocolatier. Be quiet, we're on live, man. Katie, I'm trying to find, let me just go back to Facebook because I couldn't find it on Eventbrite.
And then for those people who really want to amp up their weekend, you get up from your hotel to check out, and we're going to Comic-Con for the day while we're still there in Kansas.
Nice. KD used to,
We had a booth there.
yeah, KD used to get booked for Comic-Cons, and we did the Wichita Comic-Con. It was fun.
I forgot who we want to see, but there's somebody really important that we want to go see there, so we're going to go see them. It's going to be like we're going to fly through on Sunday and see them. Well, it's Comic-Con. There's going to be some, but it's not like Anime Con where almost half the people are furries. No.
I wonder why the events are not pinned up here. You don't have the events pinned for whatever reason. I don't see the events. I'll have to go in and pin them. And then the events is not even up here in the thing. I will go in there and fix that. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why the events aren't there. Katie,
That's
where
what we do on podcast.
it's totally not. No, I already tried to. I had to sign in and crap, and I'm not doing that. I'm just. Oh, it might be on PTFX, which I don't know why it wouldn't be under Supernatural Inc. But okay. I got it. I just, it should be pinned. That's okay. I'll go in there and fix it. Sorry. I like things done a certain way. Sorry. I don't mean to be bitchy. She's a bitch. I got OCD. Events. Here we go. All right. So
Well, you'll see a list of ways to get tickets. What she's doing is she's pinning events for those of you guys that are hanging on going, why are you doing this now? Because she can.
yes. I didn't know they weren't already done like that, but that's okay. I got it. Right here we are. All right. So
now when we talk about events, they'll be pinned and you guys can go to the pages and you can see where they are. Yay. See how that works? Cool.
yes,
events,
and that'd
cool
be
events.
very easy to find, and it is for the whole weekend because you can investigate the aviation museum, and then the next day from is it 3 or 4 to midnight? 4 to midnight. Yeah. So let me share my screen.
Food truck out there and
Okay. So this right here is
Yay! Kansas Aviation Museum is going to be spectacular. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I have to bring back up the.
I need a dead bell by then.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of that.
Yeah, that the dead bell is very, very
It's not
interesting.
the dead bell, it's the dead ringer.
Dead ringer is a.
You need the dead ringer. My bad.
Because mine's like a freaking burglar alarm.
Burglar alarm. Let me shrink this down a little bit so we can see what's going on here. All right.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So I'll put the link for that.
And then I'll send you the link to later for the Rock Island Paracon in Wisconsin. Because if you want to travel, it's worth it. I mean, the place is super cool. It's very active. Even the investigation alone, but they have people that do readings there, and it's like a lot of fun.
All October.
Yeah, so we'll start on.
I don't do Paracons.
So we'll start on March 27th at the Aviation Museum, 8 p.m. to 3:30 a.m. So we'll begin with the intro, equipment rundown, safety brief, history, tour, and all that. I mean, it's a very big building. So we'll have raffle prizes and snacks and drinks, coffee, what have you, and lots of waivers for people to sign, which I'll post that in the Eventbrite for people to if they want to pre-fill those out, they can do so. And then the other event, let me just copy this and put this link in the chat there if I can
and get your
find it.
tickets quick. Like this hasn't been up for very long. Get your tickets because this will sell out. So it's important if you're coming or you want to come to an event or events, it's more beneficial to get them like on a weekend event when you're going to be up there already.
Right.
Do both of them. Make it worth your investment of time and energy driving.
It's cheap money. You can't beat it. $60.
I don't know why.
15 tickets are $85 plus tax, like $100.
Yeah, so
right.
when you look at that, it's kind of like the unholy trinity too. When you've got 3 events back to back to back, you're only driving once there and once back. So you're saving gas money. You're saving on a whole lot of things.
Yeah, there's a cheap hotel in the area. It's like $70.
Yeah, we'll get more info on hotel and stuff and stuff like that. Now you do have to pay for toll road.
You don't have to. You could take 35.
But if you go through the toll, they'll mail you a bill. Just let you let you guys know that.
Add like a half hour on the trip and take,
Yeah.
I think 35. Is it 35?
No, you still have a toll that
No, you can do it without a toll. You can. Trust me.
Oh, just for $3 or whatever, take the damn
I drive
toll
out
bridge.
there all the time.
I'm just trying to post.
I'm one of these
Guys,
people that like I do tolls because we drove to
I-
Houston every week and it was like we take tolls.
Yeah, I take tolls too.
I just don't
Not all the time. Sometimes I
understand
like
where
to see
the.
the countryside. I like to see. I get tired driving up and down 70 west.
Well, no, I get that too.
So we'll go ahead and look at the other events here.
Wisconsin's super beautiful in October to the 1st of October is when we went before.
Yes.
Like they have willow
Uh-huh.
trees and really cool things to look at, and they've got really good cheese and beer. Like
Is
not
Fort
gonna lie,
Casper?
good cheese and
Is that
beer.
is that where Fort Casper is? Where's Fort Casper? Fort Casper, Wyoming. It's in Fort Casper,
Not Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I'm sorry, confused. Hey, but we should go to Fort
It's a
Casper.
W state that.
Hey, dude. That I'll tell you in private about that place. But that place, I spoke with some people there, and they're professors and stuff like that. And they don't want anybody knowing about certain things going on in certain areas.
Sure.
I thought it was kind of. I thought they were kind of weird, but Sarah Lemos knows who they are, and they
Yes, I'm talking Broadhead. Yes, Greg, Broadhead Manor. Thank you. Yes,
Broadhead Manor. Yeah, I've never been to Broadhead Manor.
that's where Paranormal Rockdown's at.
So this is the old Cowtown event here. Then so this old Cowtown, 50% of the funds go. I already talked about Caldwell, but half the funds go to these locations.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like when you give
Preservation.
the preservation is so important to these places, so that people like us can go and we can enjoy them.
Exactly, and if it's
And you get to do it
with a
bunch of cool equipment.
Well,
Yeah,
people,
and they furnish these guys. PTFX furnishes equipment too.
Yes, and we'll have some available for purchase too if people want to buy.
You're right, Greg. I have two different events going on. I'm confusing events. Rock Island is in Illinois, and and Broadhead.
So we'll have to we'll have to get you some links set up, and that way you can run it across on your banner on here, and
I'll put them all up so we can do that.
And I can get them on the website as well. So there's a lot of cool paranormal stuff going on, and
Rock Island's furniture warehouse. It is the old furniture warehouse.
Well, I'm a historian. And I'm a historian, and I was selected as in last year actually for preservation award from the state of Missouri, and it's very, very important to me. And I just want people to be able to understand the start of our culture and what little is left, and for it to be true and correct on what we have, like with the information that we have. Mm-hmm. And Native American history was my primary study on, but it just is
Gonna
never
say.
ending. Oh,
Yeah, I think, so here's my take. Like, people tell me all the time, well, I'm not into the paranormal, but I really like history. Well, then come support one of these things. There's nothing that says once you get past the rules and the regulations and the teams where you hear the history in the different areas and you get to travel through, that you can't do a walkabout without paranormal equipment and just take pictures with your camera. We have had many people on many tours that we have been a part
yes,
of that have just been there to photograph the history and not
yes,
do the
yes.
investigation. So some of these things, cost a couple $1,000s a night to get into, plus, depending on where they are,
Yeah.
to get into.
Like
To
Wichita, there's a state, I mean, a city-wide curfew that no
Right.
government offices can be open past midnight. So,
So
you
now
know,
you're
and
getting into this thing for $60 and you get to see the historical aspect of it and read all of the plaques and do all of this thing. And it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing to get to do that. So you
well,
don't have to be a paranormal investigator to do these tours.
exactly.
That
You
was my
don't,
point. That was the Aries version of it.
but yeah, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't have to be a paranormal
You don't have to
investigator.
care about the ghosts. Like, just go take pictures of the airplanes and the engines, or the history part of it, whatever part of it you're into, the structural part.
Mhm.
You can do
And
that
just like
too.
Jose Cunningham, he said that he was a former archaeologist, and
Mhm.
it's very interesting when you find these burn pits from a long time ago, and they have old plant matter in them and seeds and stuff like that, and they store these things mostly in caves. And I'm going through an archaeological report, and there's some archaeologists staying at the Patterson B&B, and I don't know exactly what they were doing in the area, but there's a wood hinge out there at Smithville Lake, Missouri. But long story short, I asked him, I was looking through the archaeological report. I'm like, hey, where is this particular seedling? Where's this plant at? Because I went to the Rubidoux caves, and it had flooded. So I'm like, yeah, but this particular plant, the specimen, could help cure like ALS or something like
Mhm.
that. And y'all are losing shit, or they just may
Yeah.
have been telling me that. I don't know, but all that's so fascinating. Even like in Smithville, well, in lots of places, not just Smithville, you got anyways, like people were building 4-wall structures and moving bodies of water. They had running water. I mean, and this is during the archaic period of people. So they definitely were very smart, intelligent people, and not quite sure what happened to them, except for it's probably war, because there's 3 tribes, and they killed they killed 3 tribes. I mean, that's crazy to me. And they're all fighting, and they just annihilated each other. I'm like, what was the point of that?
Right.
So nobody gets to grow, and I don't know, man. I guess history constantly repeats itself.
It does. It does, because we eliminate and we want to forget the worst parts of history. As a society, it's like, that's no longer kosher, or this is no longer this or that. So let's not talk about it. It was a bad time, rather than talking about it and learning from our mistakes. But the other part is you have to report it accurately. You cannot report it in a way that it did not happen. You have to be accurate about it, and feelings are going to get hurt and sides are going to be taken. And that's just part of being human, is stepping out of that and looking at it from, hey, it's a historical reference. You don't have to find good or bad or indifferent.
Yeah, and it's history, meaning that we weren't involved in that history at that point, and we are making history every day. But a certain particular history, is like we weren't involved in that history. So what can we take from this history? How did people live? What can we do to go by more of an honor system? And
Right. Virtues,
grow.
morals. Hello.
Yes, we want to enjoy what God has given us in this world. That not everybody
let's
thinks
not-
this way.
That's another whole podcast. We've
Yeah,
talked
that's a
about
whole
that
nother
on
podcast, but
before.
it's my God-given right. Well, values, yeah. I mean,
Values,
I
yeah.
want to. I want to freaking go, to Japan one day, and
Well, that's my trip. That's my 3 weeks. I want to do 3 weeks in Japan. That's a huge.
that's
huge-
what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, and I want to enjoy these things. Let's see. So,
It's a cyclic wheel. It is.
yeah, that rhymes with the past so much. Think of history as a Say that again.
Cyclic. It's a cyclical wheel that rhymes with the past.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Or I think they
do.
mean
I
rhythms
love
with
that.
the past. I think they mean rhythms with the past. But yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. We do. I started.
Whoa! Sorry.
Sorry for my language. Not
That
really.
is huge, Meg. My husband's gonna be laughing, and it like falls over all the time.
I can do tumblers, make them suckers custom, laser engrave them. I can do printed on them. Just throwing that out there again, people. Anybody needs any?
This one glows in the dark, so I can find it at events.
That's cool.
It is. I will plug them because I have so many of their mugs. It's my coldest, and it will keep my ice for 3 days.
Yeah,
real.
it's nice.
It's the best one I've ever had in my life. I love my coldest.
Nice.
So when I ghost hunt, I can set it in a room, and if I lose it, I can still find it back because it glows in the dark.
Yeah, that's
All
cool,
night
dude.
long, it glows in the dark.
All night long. All night
It's nice for ghost hunters to have something that glows because I leave it everywhere.
Hey, Mr. Cunningham, I'm gonna take your little quote there. Is that okay? Because I love that. I will give you credit for that. I love that. What he
It's very beautiful.
wrote there. It is. And so a lot of people think paranormal researchers are crazy. Good. I'm glad you think we are.
They would be correct, but also.
Thank you for that, Jose. Thank you. Everybody saw it. He said, sure. So we're all witnesses, all 6 viewers.
Well, there'll be more because there were more earlier.
No, there will be more.
Well, there's plenty more people that know than that.
Anyways, that's
7 sisters were all popping on, but they have kids, so they're like trying to get to bed for school, and because it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Saturdays are Sundays are well, it's hectic most of the time. But
yeah, it is trying to get ready for school and get everybody's stuff ready and their clothes ready and their lunches ready. And
well, I only have one, the 12-year-old, and then my daughter, she's 22. Yeah, so
I have a 12-year-old too, grandson, and he's like, yeah, he comes during the day. Like he'll be here tomorrow. I'll have him till Tuesday. We homeschool. So the days I get him, we homeschool on those days. And the rest are not like book lessons. The rest of the time is like other worldly lessons because that's the beauty of homeschool.
Yeah. Yeah. I when the kids were home for COVID or whatever, I realized it's like, Logan, you can't freaking write your name. And he was like was 1st or 2nd grade. I was like, boy, what did I teach you? Anyways, I had him back up to par and where he should be at, because I guess he went backwards. I don't know what they were doing over there. But not doing. Yes, and he's doing really well this year. He's 12. He's in 7th grade, and he is doing really, really good. He loves his soccer, and
we've done a book report for 6 weeks. I just need you to know that, pick your battles. This was not my battle. I battled the bookwork. My son decided to battle the book report, which he should not have taken on because he doesn't have the patience, and Colton won't listen because Colton is 12 and he knows the whole world, right? Like he knows everything at 12. Yeah. And so rather than adding quotes, it's been the 6-week eternal ever cycling book report that is still not done, but it's been done like 100 times. And so, yeah, like I'm like, we'll just turn it in and fail it. and then you have an F, and then you learn from that F rather than, like whatever. Like,
That's exactly what I was about to say. But he also need to, remember that that's time being
Whoa.
spent together.
Whoa.
And they'll remember that because
Oh,
apparently
no, we'll remember, but not in a positive way. Look, say hi.
Oh my goodness.
Kitty.
Kitty.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had two of my cats. Oh my
Kitty
God.
cat.
Is that a Maine Coon?
He is a Maine Coon. He's 18.
Oh,
Yeah. I won't show you the other side of him because he sometimes has pooters on his tail. But
We had a Maine Coon very temporarily.
they tend. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's like,
and he has
he's
claws,
like,
so we don't fight him. He's like,
yeah,
like,
they've got a pretty good jaw on them.
and
The
he
jaw.
bites. He's mean. His name's Ken Kaneki. He's the Tokyo Ghoul.
But I don't know. Is there anything else you want to discuss while we're on here?
I don't think so. I think we've covered gigs. We've covered merch. We've covered
the pictures and discussing color theory and light and how it travels and next time
make a Keshi dolls.
And the dolls.
A whole lot.
Yeah, and they're awesome. I love them.
You gotta have your KD button in.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
They are. Yeah.
Faces.
That's cool. Are those made out of bamboo?
They're pretty solid wood. And it doesn't feel like bamboo. It feels like wood blocks. But this one's dated. This one's dated 46.
1946.
7-1. So it could be because other countries do theirs weird. It's 36 or 46. 7-1. So I don't know if it's the 7th in the first day or January 7th.
It would be the other way.
30, but it's 36, 7, and 1, and then it's got the name.
Okay, so yeah, that's 1936. Yeah, so that would have been July 1st, 1936. That's interesting.
And then
that's cool.
It's done in. Like I'd have to find somebody to translate. I'm assuming.
Maybe take a picture and throw it in Google and see if it can't cipher it. That's cool. Yeah, I have was it John Casey? What's his name? Is it John Casey? It's I just had it in my head. Ooh, I like that. See, squirrel is pretty. Ooh, I love that. You know, they make the dyes and everything themselves. That's so cool.
And like I said, awesome. I probably have like 25, 30 of them in my box.
Do you have like them in a shadow box?
No, I just literally bought them Friday. They're in a cardboard box that's probably 2 feet long by 8 inches wide, 6 inches wide.
You're making me want to go grab my doll off the mantle up here because there's something very beautiful. Hey, Katie hates dolls. Hey, baby, can you go grab my princess off the? He's like, I want you to see her. I want you to see her. I'll go.
I need the light
on the far right mantle where the blue painting of the horse is. It had it's a Native American painting of a blue horse, and it's very, very old. Yeah, I decided to put that one down there, but I have older paintings that are locked up that were given to me to preserve. I have a lithograph, and it came. It's a lithograph. It has somebody's mortuary info on there, and then on the other side it has something about a little girl, and then it has a dairy farm.
Oh wow!
A blueprint, like the blueprints of a layout for a dairy farm. Well, this one came from
Okay.
Oddities, but this one here,
Oh yeah.
This is a fucker right here, though, dude.
yeah, that one.
That's a weird one.
So this one right here, was actually very sad that it was in the trash, but she was still in a bag, and it says, Susan.
Oh, what about the one we found on the road, man?
Yeah, that's my
So
tablet.
does that have a boy attachment, a male attachment?
So I'm well, when I found her, I immediately was drawn to her. It's I don't even know how I found her. She was like it was at a yard sale, and I was looking through a box, and it was just like randomness. And oh, Greg's calling me. Greg, I'm on a podcast. Greg. Anyways, hang on one second. Let's see.
I didn't post that one pseudonym. I didn't, because I didn't know if that's.
Oh, Eric Von Donegan died today.
Eric Von Doniken?
Eric Von Donegan died.
Yes.
Yeah. Was he German or Austrian? Ancient Aliens guy. Yeah.
He was the chariot of the gods.
Oh, thank you for sharing. I had no
I
idea.
know that. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Man, that dude. Well, you know, I don't agree with everything that he can't, all his theories, but he did pose some interesting questions about a lot of stuff.
He wasn't afraid to get out there and say what his thoughts were.
No, he wasn't, and he was very charismatic, and he was able to convince people, and enough to make it mainstream. You know, that's kind of what the 1967 Star Trek was based on.
That's true. That's true. I think she's got like a male attachment.
Yeah, and so Mr. Cunningham Vasquez says, "Is that a Spanish mantilla, the lace head covering?" Yes, and so it has her name on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's the light.
Susan. Here, it says. Let me turn my phone on silent there. Anyways, so it says Susan. I can't see her last name on there, but it says Mexico, June 1970, and then it does have yes, it's 1970 on the back of the tag, but yeah, I keep her in one of these cases here, but this gem right here came from the Oddities. Do what now?
The Kachina doll.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Well, so it was so weird when I was like, yeah, I need something interesting, different from my office. And so when we had a booth at the Kansas City Oddities, and
which doll, baby? Text in which doll, the one in the case or the one that she just picked up, the Spanish doll?
This one here.
Because the other one was a Kachina, isn't it?
I'm not sure. The lady who I totally get spooked by dolls, but I love her. I know, I love her too. Hey, your doll looks like
that's what I'm asking him. Which baby, Chris baby? So that people aren't going, who's he calling baby?
Thank you, Linda. He says, yes. I don't know much about her. Like I said, I found her in a trash box. She was like in just a plastic bag, and I was so worried. I couldn't even really see what was in there. The bag was dirty, and it was hot. So I didn't know. I knew there was a doll in there, but I pulled her out, and she still has her earrings. And what I found interesting was the blue flowers in her hair. And that
I feel like
that
she was like
represent
protection over a little boy, like she was in their room as like a protection or something.
so yeah. Um I don't know much about her. I will have to look that up. Spanish Matilla, the lace head covering. Yeah. Yeah, she's very beautiful. Um I don't know. It's just feel connected to this doll, and I
Hold up the kachina so Chris can see it in the camera. I think that's a
so
kachina. I can't. Was a glare on the.
so the outside of it's dusty, but I could take her out. She doesn't stand very well, but so I got her at the. I got like crystals and flower, like a dried flower from my garden in there. Got a white feather in there, but here she is. She's so um it's a Barbie, and then
Oh, it's a Barbie. That's not a.
it's the
Okay.
Barbie body. Yes, and they, the wings and everything. Bird. This is all real, and then this is real bone here. But I just wanted something different to go in my office, and it's so weird. I walked up, and a picture in my mind came up where she just kind of, was being shy and was turned away and was like kind of crouched down. I was like, yep, nope, you're mine. I was like, nope, nope, you're mine. It was just weird. I walked in there, and she wasn't like out in the open. Like there was other dolls there. This isn't the original casing that she came in.
Dolls.
Yeah, your transformer. Yeah, here's Katie's dolls.
It's very special to me.
Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, he's
That's
old.
Robotech.
Is that original?
Yeah, it's Robotech.
Okay.
1986.
Wow,
That's very cool.
Yeah, but so the lady made it, and yeah, I didn't. She was kind of expensive, but as soon as I walked in her booth, it's like I seen it. It was like she was trying to hide, and I was like, "No, you're mine." And everyone who has seen it, it makes a good conversation starter. But a lot of people get creeped out by it for whatever reason. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with her. She's very, very pretty. She's got stones in her eyes. There's stones.
It's very cool. Could have been made on a reservation. I feel like she was.
Yeah, so that's funny you say that, because I asked her. Asked her because it, Native American and stuff like that, and she was like, "Do you want the doll or not?" And I'm like, "Well, how much is it?" She says $125. I said $125. I was like, the craftsman's perfect, wonderful. Yes, she's well worth that, but can we go a little lower? And it's packing time, like everybody was closing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, look, I think I had like $75 cash or whatever. And she sold it to me for that, which, yeah, but she made it homemade. But the Spanish doll there, I never had to like pit her in a special area or anything like that. Like with my Hungarian dolls, I had to keep those with KD for a little while because they were just feeling a certain way. I don't have them here. They're at my office. I love those Hungarian dolls. It's a husband and wife. It actually has their hair inside of their so
and that's
yeah,
why
and
they don't get along with other. Yeah, that's why.
And I'm Hungarian, so my great grandmother and great grandfather, they came from Hungary, so they were. I found them at a yard sale, and a gentleman, his aunt had passed away, and she had a like not a thrift store. He didn't call it a thrift store, but it was in the West Bottoms. Talking about five floors of antiques.
Wow.
And he lives, and he lived 2 streets up, And he was like, "Hey, I can't." He calls me and he goes, "I know you're all into history and stuff." And we were, because he was Greek, and but anyways, he was like, "I found 2 Hungarian dolls that you might be interested in," and I wasn't expecting an old man and an old woman. And it says hungry on it, and on the bottom it has their name on it. And when I look at these 2 dolls, they look just like a picture of my great grandmother. Her maiden name was Kiss, so her name was Catherine Kiss, and I was named after her. But I have a picture of them, and these 2 dolls look just like them. It just blows my mind. It's crazy, but they felt very weird. I didn't like how they felt, so I was like, "Hey, Katie, I'm gonna have to keep these down here in your basement. Keep these around you for a little while, and then I can love on them." But that very rarely do I have a hard time, But those 2 particular that I did. Simple fix. I put them outside on the porch. I had outdoor plants on my deck, sat them out there, and I don't know, they felt fine after that, but I couldn't have them. Weird things was happening. I don't know. It was just weird trying to find old family pics here, but they're at my office, and yeah, it's crazy. And that's sad about what's his name? Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman spoke of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Edgar Casey, you know who Edgar Casey
Oh,
is.
yeah.
So,
Books.
oh yeah, I have one of his books, and I was watching Unsolved Mysteries, and they did this whole thing on Edgar Casey,
Yeah.
and his books, those books, the original ones that were first produced, those are worth money, and I had no idea. So I'm glad I kept those suckers in good condition. Let's see. I'll show you this picture if I can locate it. I know it's getting late, but holy shits, holy shits,
Holy
shit.
shit.
Yeah, and Chris Couch, I do think that the other doll was made on a reservation, but Kira Coffin, she does work with bones as well. She made me 2 of these bone art, and they're like in a glass casing, and it has like a light in there. They're very nice. They're very pretty. Let's see, old family pics. I think we covered a bunch of things. I love dolls. I have whole bunches of.
We even covered comic books. My comic book that's coming out. So
Let's talk about the comic book. We need to. We could include. We can start making some. We can make a puzzle of one of the characters.
We can do all kinds of things.
There's so much to do there, and I sent you the link to Behance. And because that's kind of like where I go to see like what type of art people are doing, and that's the best place to go for comic book development of artists. And I didn't see anything that looked. I don't know if you were able to look.
I have not had time yet, but that's my goal tonight and tomorrow. While Colton's doing his schoolwork, I will work on my comic books, and I probably will send you one page at a time, and label them page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4.
I think in the future, physical, artistic media, art will be king again, because AI is going to be so rampant that
I wish I had somebody draw this out, but I don't know anybody that could do what I wanted, and I did not work with a quality graphic AI.
I can draw.
Well, Darren,
in the future, in your future endeavors, maybe we'll do something.
Kate, I printed out some of his stuff that he had started doing with his comic books years ago. Pulled them out of his big old.
That's like child's play compared to what
Well, yeah, but that's just because I really wanted them to start doing the automatic drawing because I find that to be fascinating. And I bet. And do you do automatic writing? Because if you don't, I think you'd be good at it.
I do automatic writing. I do not do, well, I say I do not do automatic drawing. I have drawn things while I have been automatic writing and did not know what I had drawn until somebody turned it sideways and showed me. Like, I'm not artistic. But,
yeah, I can't draw either.
Things do come through and messages do come through that way, and I am able to do that. It's kind of like scrying. Like, the more I do,
I love scrying. Oh my gosh, it's fascinating. Yeah. So what happens when you're looking at something, and because everything's supposed to be upside down, right? And me and Sarah, I find it very fascinating because I always like Sarah Lemos. So I'm like, here, look, check out this crystal I have. I was like, something's not right about it. She looks at it. She says, "Yep, there you go. You can have that back. Throw that over there in the creek somewhere." I was like, She says, "There's no way that it was
remote
weird."
view, Greg. I can remote view. Yes.
Oh yeah, I've heard you talk about that.
Tuesdays between 3 and 7 p.m.
Say what?
KD said that he can only remote view on Tuesdays
between 3 and 7 p.m.
In between 3 and 7 p.m.
Why is that?
He does not remote view.
Oh,
he says he has his reasons. He's being facetious.
I gotcha.
Oh,
I don't get to dictate how the abilities work, Julie. Okay.
I actually, that's interesting that Greg brought up the remote viewing real quickly. I'll say this, that I was doing investigation at a home case, and I saw what appeared. It wasn't a ghost. Like, I saw this person. I was like, this person's. It was different. It was her mother-in-law remote viewing, and behind her, it looked like a dark, like, hole, or I don't know, like something dark was behind her, and I thought that it was bad, and I was like, but this person's not dead. This person is alive. I didn't know what was going on.
There's a portal.
Yeah, so I didn't know that they travel with. Some people travel with a companion, or they travel with the spirit, and so they can be pulled back.
Right. A tether and anchor. Yeah, that's the difference between
anchor,
dream walking and oh shit.
I thought something was like
astral
going
projection.
To a tag.
Astral projection,
yes.
You have a tag, you have a tether. Dream walking, you have a starting point and a landing point, and you end up back where you began. Like, you do a ritual and you come back. And I sits with your soul while you're doing that.
Well, I kind of got frustrated because I didn't know, because I hadn't experienced that before, and I've been doing this a long time. And she started, getting upset, saying that was her mother-in-law, that she was remote viewing on us while we were researching.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what do you mean remote viewing? Why would you do that? Why?
Why not? Make sure everything's good. Make sure you're saying things that are accurate, making sure that you're taking care of the property.
Yeah. It was the most bizarre thing ever. I'm like, I see this woman. She's like, well, what does she look like? And I'm like, I don't know. She's an older lady. I don't know. Grandma. I don't know. But I don't like it. And I'm leaving because somebody's messing with me. And because I thought someone was messing with me, and I don't like it.
No.
I'm
not going to say that she wasn't going to mess with you. I mean, witches, we do that kind of shit all the time. We'll astral, or we dream walk, and we go into other places, and we piss in people's cauldrons.
But I'm not Fleetwood Mac. But I'm not a psychic, though. I don't see if Mrs. Katie sees something.
First of all, you are a psychic, and you do see.
So
I'm more yourself as that. But
I'm more of a behavior analyst. But But anyways, but I don't. How was I able? Like, how does that? I just don't know how that happened. It's weird to
Just
me. And I'm like, how
and you saw it. You are a psychic.
it was. I'll never forget that. I was like, this woman's gonna be harmed. That there's a dark entity there. This person is a lot. Katie's he's got his interesting abilities. Was that psychic unite with a CIA ex-agent? Interesting. I didn't know they had that.
Oh, they have remote viewing. They have a whole CE5 units. CE5 units.
What?
I wore the helmet so much, Julie, that I developed psychical abilities.
I'm
You hear
sure
'em?
that's true too. I'm sure you opened up that part of the brain.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's really what your acid, the whole point of the acid, giving soldiers LSD was to get them to function.
Well,
Yeah, that was to see what they could do. See,
Right.
See, that's some crazy shit. Did you ever do a deep dive on that?
so Mr. Jose Cunningham Vasquez says our paranormal group is all mediums, and we do lots of automatic writing, drawing, spirit portraits. Love spirit portraits, and remote viewing, etc. Yeah, that's so fascinating, dude.
You see, Chris says.
He says,
I clicked on it.
Katie, you're sensitive to vibration.
No,
I don't know. No, Katy.
Oh, I thought you were saying. I have a new psychic ability that I like to refer as electropsychometry.
Electropsychometry is what Katie says. Yeah.
That means that you have the ability to have a more enhanced ability to communicate with things via electronic devices.
Dude, these ghost boxes, like, I'll just leave it there because people are like, these people are nuts. Actually, I don't care. So I swear.
The name is a work in progress.
Dude, Katie's like building this box and it's telling him, don't put that there. Like, he's building this box, he has it on, and he's like, what's going on here? And it's like, don't put that there. And then I looked at him, I was like, and he looked at me, and I was like, he goes, oh, it happens all the time. I'm like, wait, are you telling me that something's telling you how to build this?
Yeah.
Psychometry. And I was like, I mean, I've saw it firsthand several times. I was like, okay, well, turn it that way.
Because there's a reason. There's a reason it doesn't want you to put it there. Something could go very wrong very quickly if you do.
I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away, and yeah, God bless. Prayer for you, and I'm out. And then but I test these things, I test everything, and I did you just toot?
Hey, really?
Anyways.
I was gonna do it.
So you have the Wiseman box, correct?
I do.
I love that box. Love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Kevin was using that at the Patterson house after you guys. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
I did not know you had the Wiseman box because
right after I built it, I didn't get to use it.
Well, I did. I got to test it.
She was like, I want that.
And I got to use that box. That box is.
I'll bring it. Wichita. I'll bring it to Pythian.
One of our team members has a KD ghost box. It's great. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Jose Cunningham Vasquez. What box do you know? What box they have? Most mediums don't use equipment, and I find, and it helps. I think it validates.
I did. That's why I use it. That's why I use it, because I hear things and somebody else will have the box and they'll be saying the same thing, and I like that.
Well, with our brainwave radio, that particular device, it does very interesting things. So Jessica Potter, I had her test it out, and she was trying to, in her mind, she kept saying her name over and over and over again. Okay. and I was like asking questions or whatever, and she's sweeping the box with her brainwave, and it would slow down, and then, but you have to have that focus, or that box, the sweep will stop, and you'll only hear radio or just
Yeah, we talked about hooking me up. I want to do that.
so there's a lot of possibilities with the brainwave radio, controlling it with the sweep mechanism in the radio with your brainwave. And as soon as somebody cuts that focus off, you have to start back over again, try to get it going. And I was like, yeah, I want you to test this, I'll ask some questions, and then we had a plan going. And um, I didn't know she was saying her name, Jessica Potter, over and over and over again, and sweeping the box. And I said, "Are you communicating with someone?" And it said Jessica Potter, and she says, "Yep, I'm done." She took the band off. She says, "That's all I wanted it to do. She just wanted it to acknowledge and say her name." Is very, very interesting. We use recorders and video. I forgot which one she has. It was a custom box he had on sale. I'll ask her when we talk next. Awesome. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. All of KD's boxes are all very, very unique. Please count me in too. Yes, of course, Greg. We'll count you in, dude. Always. The Nanocom. Huh?
I said Greg's family.
Yes, he is, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely got to get the brainwave. I love the brainwave radio. It's so fascinating.
Yeah, I want to work with that.
Yeah, and so it doesn't work very well at the Pythian Castle is it because you have only FM on it? Is that what it was? The very first one you made, KD? Is it because it only had FM? Is that why we wasn't getting a good reception at?
No, it still has FM on it. No.
Because it wasn't.
Depends on where you're at.
But even the Nanocom we weren't getting much there.
Oh, well, I had to work on some of the math and the
Yeah, this was years ago. We were
radio decoder.
Yeah. Well, and another thing too is the Scorpion. I like the Scorpion device too, because that's transmitting sound through light, which is so fascinating. I know it sounds, all sci-fi until you do it. You can actually,
yeah, right.
It is kind of sci-fi.
But transferring, and it has to be a certain light spectrum, okay? And KD sends a signal to a speaker, and hooks up auxiliary cable, and it's fascinating. How far did we get? We're in a theater. I think we got that laser, maybe 75?
Or not Malvern.
It was
the school in Ohio.
No, the first place,
that was the longest
Poplar Bluff Theater.
Yeah, but okay, that was a long shoot too.
But he did hook it up to the railroad tracks.
That was the longest shoot when I shot from the railroad trail.
How many feet?
I forget. It was at least 75 yards.
It was far.
Yeah. Probably 100 yards downhill, down into because the railroad track set up on top of it like a little hill.
That's cool.
It's now turned into a walking path, for the college or whatever, and the community around the college. But yeah, so I set up right where the original railroad tracks were, where that accident happened, and that's where I fired the laser, and I transmit. That's where I had the radio going, but I had the audio going into the laser, shooting down the hill, and being received in the receiver box that I built that takes the laser, the audio, and decodes it from the laser beam, and then plays it out as audio over the speaker.
Well, and he also
That's very cool.
did it, and he also
where Dave was standing.
And he also did it at a lighthouse on the Ghost Brothers
that was the cool
episode.
where I freaking battled my way inside all the way up to the top of that lighthouse, and in the dark, with very little light, and managed to get the laser audio transmitter, the Scorpion device, inside of the giant lenticular lens that that
Of the
the
lighthouse.
lantern shines the light through inside the
Oh, that's
lighthouse.
cool.
That magnifies it, and
Mhm.
focuses. So these giant lenticular lenses, man, they're like huge, right? And these things are over 100 years old. The whole rig is, and so I fired it through that, but I shot it through the prism first. So I fired it through a prism, and I turned the prism. The Scorpion, you can adjust the position of the prism on it that the laser is shooting through. So it shot through that prism, split it in 7 ways. It went out of that lenticular
I have a little
lens,
video of it.
all directions, out of the lighthouse,
That's
and
so cool.
but I had receivers
it's
on the
cool.
outside of the lighthouse on the ramp, the narrow passageway that goes around the top, and 2 of the receivers, 2 of the Ghost Brothers, or all 3 of the Ghost Brothers were up there. Not only being afraid of heights, but also like hearing ghosts, and it actually worked out pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. I have a video. I'll post it. It's on Facebook, but it's been so long ago since we posted it. I'll find it and post it. So, well, I'll put it on. It might be on YouTube. I'll make a short video of it. That and the brainwave radio, because that's old technology.
Yeah. Can you bring the brainwave to the next event?
The school in Ohio is middle.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Can you bring the
brainwave?
brain?
Yeah, I have to build another.
No, we have you made one.
Yeah, that's right. I do. I know I have the headset. I just saw it today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw the little black box. Okay. It's little too, so it's like the size of my phone. It's a black box, and you just plug it in, and you don't just.
Let's bring that and let's work with it. Jose says he's into sound for things like healing. Want to use singing bowls? We've done that.
And chakra bells.
Frequencies, frequency work
Mhm.
has been done. It is being done still currently, just like the helmet uses electromagnetic cranial, like magnetic fields that.
Don't say radiation. People will lose their cotton picking mind.
Radiation.
They'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Waves. It's an electromagnetic field. So like, it's way less of a EM field than an electric motor, than your alternator in your car, or your headphones on your head, or your microwave running in the kitchen.
What's that? Oh, that was her chair. I was like, "What's that?" It was your chair.
I had to take.
Yeah, I need to post some of this other equipment, back on the YouTubes, and like piezo pickups on guitar. Oh, does it? The piezo?
Yeah, I use that in some of my ghost boxes, man. I build homemade spring reverb.
Yeah, it's a spring reverb
boxes, and I use piezo sometimes for the pickups.
We had a ghost box I called it the tin can.
I made one out of a slinky.
It was cool, dude. Austin has it, and I called it the tin can. That thing, dude. We were in the West Bottoms. I thought I was gonna get in a fight with the air, because there's a spirit there. You can hear it laughing in real time, and we only picked it up on one camera, and we had multiple cameras, multiple recorders. Had my phone going, and we only picked up that laugh on one camera.
This is a laser transmitter right here.
Yeah, the laser. I don't think they can see it. Watch out for my doll, baby. Now I love my doll. Yeah, that's the score. I don't know. The people at Discovery and all that called it the Scorpion.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your background. Like, I love your lights. I need a room like that.
Thank you. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I gotta get
I
mine.
have a bedroom that I use for QHHT and, you know, a bed and a mattress and stuff. I don't have a cool light room for potting.
Well, I'm gonna have different stations. So this is gonna be like my streaming, but then on this side over here, I want to have like my ITC station, so I can do live ITC work, which is just me and the ITC devices.
That's cool.
Like and use some of my video boxes and stuff.
Yeah, I wanted that little guy up there, the little copper piano guy. I wanted you to turn into a little music thing. It's right behind you.
Yeah, I know.
It's an old antique, but he could totally turn it into a device.
Katie,
But anyways,
anything.
He says Slinky, that's great. Yeah, dude,
Yeah, Slinky's awesome. The Slinky reverb tank is great. Yeah, I've bought a lot of like professionally made like reverb tanks that you would use for a spring reverb amplifier, you know, or a spring reverb box.
Well, Austin took it to the next level, dude. This sugar right here puts speakers all around Middle Point School in Middle Point, Ohio, and ran this. I mean, because of the vibration. I mean, there's so much there,
right?
That can, what I want to say, inhibit or, you know, create, you know, invoke, you know, communication. He gets a little crazy sometimes.
I think we both do.
Yeah, them two when they get together.
We're like, all right, we're gonna take this Ouija board and we're gonna attach electrodes and we're gonna run 15,000 volts through it while you know.
Well, see, I was going the other way with it. I was thinking your brainwaves things with shrooms.
Hey, I don't
anytime,
like. I'm not opposed to that.
We'll give you a discount on tickets, bud.
Really, if he flies in, you just let us know. We'll go investigate. If you're gonna do all that, just let us know. And we've got places that we can go right now. If you maybe right now or first thing tomorrow. But yeah, if you ever fly out to Kansas City, Missouri, yeah, just
absolutely, Jose. We'll all get together. I'm two and a half hours from Katy and Katy, and we'll all get together. And Chris and I are just like a hop, skip, and a jump, man.
Yeah, and there's a and we have lots of events and look into that. And
look at all of our events, and that's when
where are you based, Jose? If you don't mind, like, you know, you can just say the state if you don't want to say or country.
He's in Peru, man. He's in Peru, man. I need some crystals from there. Oh, born in Missouri.
Oh, Florissant. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Connecticut. Oh, that's not a long drive.
Oh, you're in Connecticut. There's a lot of history in Connecticut, bro.
We'll come out and see you.
Hell yeah, I'll go out to Connecticut.
Let's do it.
There's a lot of history there, for sure. But
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should wrap up. It's going on 9:45.
Yeah, I gotta get my son's get him. He's still. I can hear him upstairs. So
it's school night.
Yeah. So
thank you all. Thank you, Jose.
Thanks for having me on.
Great. Everybody.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come on.
No, you were good. You're good. Thank you guys for tuning in to the chaotic.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys.
And KD for joining us, and Katy and everybody. And same bat time, same bat station next week, 6 p.m. And
thank you guys. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you guys. So we appreciate all of you.
Great
And
dynamics, and
you,
thank you for the
Julie.
comments.
Yes, and you as well, Julie. You and Greg, and Brandon. We appreciate all of you guys and all of our team and our family and everyone watching. We wouldn't be.
We wouldn't be able to sit and nobody would listen to us if we sat and talked to ourselves.
Nobody would listen. I mean, we could build
I mean,
stuff
this
all
is
day
great.
long. I mean, we'll build it. We'll build it. We just, you know.
bless the USA.
Thank you, baby Jesus, laying in the tiny little manger. However that thing
Oh
went on.
my gosh, it reminds me of the Louisiana thing with the baby and the bread.
Oh, yeah.
We need an eagle that flies over and stuff, you know, some F-15s.
Uh,
Need a graphic for
15. Well, I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Julie and Greg. I will call you tomorrow because I know I promised I'd be on one of your shows as well.
Bye, Linda.
It's
Thank
not-
you so much for being on. Everybody else, I can't figure out how to scroll. Never mind. Let me go through here real quick. Baby Chris Couch, my husband and partner and handler and everything else. Man, we have a lot of posts. A lot. We said Brandon, Linda, Nancy, all my coven collectively. Everybody. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good week. God bless
Yes.
you all.
Stay safe. Stay warm.
Jesus loves you.
He does, doesn't he?
Be
Love y'all.
kind.
Night.
Good night.